Rebels is back, baby. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. Here's Nick.
I knew you were going to do it.
Matt.
Yellow.
Flying the ship. You know him. You love him. Dan.
I'm so flipping excited.
She's coming.
Hey, hello, fact checker.
Hello, fact checker.
Oh, my.
Is he going to be in the show, really?
Yeah,
or is it just going to be a hologram?
It's probably going to be like the very end.
Right.
They'll find him.
All right, enjoy the show. Ahsoka! All right, don't forget to always stay on target. Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. Thanks for being here tonight with us. We are excited. There's so much to get into, and I can't wait to discuss it all with all of you out there. But before we do, we have back with us two special guests because they haven't been here. First, we have Nick.
That's me.
Dude, you're back. Nick's come in from the cold, everyone.
Yep. I am the cold.
He's brought the cold.
I had the cold.
Well, you are the Sith master.
Yes.
We've been missing the dark side. Now we have balance.
Yes, always. Dustin tried to take me out.
I did.
I almost succeeded.
Almost did.
But he's too weak.
You had to go there. I'll get you for that.
Yes, I know that.
All right, next to him we have Matt. Matt is back.
Yeah. Matt, middle name redacted, last name redacted, because he's on the black market illegally selling these guns.
These guns, baby. Look at those guns.
Arms.
He's Muscle Matt tonight. Show him your guns. Can you show him your guns? Or oh, look at that! Oh my goodness! He's
good some.
Whoa, Hunter
looking.
Davis. Calm down.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! Wow, we're jumping into things hot. All right, let's finish getting to. We got Dan flying the ship.
What's up, people? How we doing? I'm back at the front. I'm not at the kids' table anymore. I'm up here telling them to sit down and shut up because we're gonna have fun.
I thought that was the adults table.
Oh, that was the adults.
No,
table.
we switched.
No,
it.
we switched it because this is the kids' table. Wait, no, this is the adults' table. That's the kids' table. Back there.
Were you ever at the adults table?
Last
kids'
night.
table?
Last night I was.
Last night he was. He joined me at the kids' table last
That's right,
night.
because
Yeah,
I was.
It was a lot of fun being back there, but I don't.
get put at the kids' table.
I don't know who was flying the ship, but it was fun. It was a good time. So let's do
It was
this
on
thing.
autopilot.
drifting
I think
in space.
Hu Yang was on it.
Hu Yang.
Hu Yang. All right, and last but definitely not least, you love her, you know her, the fact checker.
Hey, how's it going?
What's your tagline?
But, I know, I was waiting for it. I was like, what,
know.
where's the tagline, fact checker?
I'm going to keep working on it.
Okay,
I love
she's-
the thoughts and comments coming my way.
They're not good
but
enough, though,
I'm gonna keep
apparently.
working
No,
on it.
well, you guys were kind of questionable. Meaning yours
I thought ours
here.
were genius.
Oh,
Come
they were
on.
great.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Maybe we'll show that behind the scenes.
Yes, we shall.
I don't think we
We'll
should.
see.
Probably not.
Probably
But
not,
it was
no.
hilarious.
But yeah, happy to be here and loving the chat. Lots of great people, obviously.
The
as
chat,
always.
the chat is on fire already, and right off the bat, we got a super chat from Bremu here. It was her birthday or his birthday. Shoot, did it? Girl guy,
Oh,
I'm not
man.
sure. I'm sorry if I'm offending you right now. I'm trying to give you praise. Happy birthday was yesterday.
I believe it is a she.
Okay,
Bree
okay,
Mew.
thank you,
She
sorry.
had a birthday yesterday.
She had a birthday
Confirm in the
yesterday.
chat.
Thank you,
Happy
Dan.
birthday, Bree, and thank you for that super chat.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Maybe we should sing anyway.
Okay.
No.
Out of key, everybody.
No.
Yeah, auto-tune on the ready.
Only if she requests it will we sing it.
I
How
might put
about that?
auto tune on you
There
and
we
make
go.
you do it.
Oh my
Happy
That would
birthday.
be cool.
Dan's
To you.
feeling the power back in the
I've got the power in the captain's
Yes,
chair.
the Sith have taken
You see
over.
this power?
What was that?
The
Do that again.
Emperor's face just pops on your face.
I have no idea what happens. I was eating a nacho and all of a sudden just took away.
It just attacked you.
Oh my goodness. But yes, thank you, Remu, for that super chat. She says, I know most won't agree, but it was a 10 out of 10 for me. At some point, I didn't care about the theories. I didn't care who Marek was, or Marok. Sorry. I'm so used to saying it the other way. I was just in the moment and loving every second. Best thing I could ask for. So that was her super chat. Thank you for putting in that super chat for us. And hot on the heels of Bremu, we have Hunter Davis, baby. He's coming in hot, and he says, seek and destroy.
Seek and destroy.
I think that's kind of his MO lately as the Sith apprentice here
Probably.
in RL and in virtual L.
Probably going to take out Nick here soon.
Wait.
Well, and probably when armed with tacos, you seek and destroy even better. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And he even had a hot take earlier, right, Matt? I think you saw it.
Very hot take.
I think you wanted, speaking of kids' tables and stuff like that, I think
And food.
I think we should go straight into some food on target here.
Yeah, straight into it. So, hey, Nick, how you doing? How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
What did he say? He said something about
Something about hot dogs.
He said that
Everyone over 13.
only kids
Yeah.
can eat
All right,
hot
fact checkers.
dogs with ketchup.
Facts checker's
Yes,
got it. She
I
will read
screenshot
it.
Quote for quote right here.
Quote for quote, right
Okay,
here. Ready?
Quote for quote, checking those facts.
Checking those facts, fact checker.
checkmate. Okay. Only kids are allowed ketchup on hot dogs. Anyone over 13 is either mustard or plain.
Nice. That is a hot take.
I mean, he's
right
not
there.
wrong.
I want to know what the chat thinks about that. Actually, before we go any further, I really need to say who's with us in the chat tonight. I'm sorry, I almost missed that.
Well,
all you good people.
Without a doubt, obviously, Bremu and Hunter are flying high there.
Definitely.
And, they fly now, I must say.
they
fly now. They've always flown.
We got Sonia Pantoya, no problem. She's here. What's up? Icy
What's
Stormy, Skylark, Hunter, of course, Hannah, Carla, Tayhawk, Kirsten Allen. Bremu's here. She said autotune might be funny. Autotune might be funny. We're feeling the power. We might get some
Nice.
autotune.
Oh man.
We got the Ninjaneer, Sith Master Dan, the man at the adult table. Hashtag. That's a good hashtag right there.
At the
Yeah.
tape.
Anybody I missed? Fact checker. KG's
Yeah.
here. Danikin.
Yeah, V's was here earlier. We also have just there for tea. You said Carla Hawkins, I believe, and then also Sydney Davidson's in the chat. I mean,
What's
again,
up?
great group.
We got a
This
great
is
Tayhawk. Yeah, we got Jeff Portillo. You
I
already said
already
it.
said
I'm
that.
so
Just
sorry.
there for
Just there
Just
for
there.
tea.
Wow,
Just
I
there
can't
for
read.
tea.
I have my list kicked in.
Please,
Just there for tea.
Dustin, I want you to read every name on that list like you just read that one.
With the list. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you for
Skylark.
being here with us tonight.
Well, and,
Kirsten Allen.
well, and
Sonia
speaking of food on
Pinto.
Target, we do have a question from Hannah. Do you want to jump into that?
Yeah, but before that.
Oh, okay.
Before the before.
We have
Before.
the before. I forget anymore.
And Empress is here, and so is Ellie Blair. I'm sorry.
Nice. Thanks for jumping in, you
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're so happy all of you are here with us. We can't wait to talk all things Star Wars with you guys, especially this latest episode of Ahsoka and food on Target, all this good stuff. But
Yeah.
the twins / moderators on Target are in the chat. I can say words. That was difficult.
Say them with a lisp.
But they are here. Be nice to them. Be kind. Otherwise, they will kick you out with a vengeance.
With prejudice.
That's
yeah,
what I meant.
you
to say.
normally
Dang it.
say prejudice.
Well, that's why you guys are here to back me up, right, Nick?
No.
Oh, we make sure you know.
I'm here to back you up into the corner.
They
beat
keep
you
me
up.
on target when no, they don't.
With
What am I talking about?
the
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question from Hannah there, fact checker?
It is, what's everyone's favorite dessert?
Oh, starting out the gate.
You're really making me think here.
Oh, you're really making me think. Yeah. And
Oh, I
Matt,
already got it.
Matt doesn't like the thing.
All right, Matt, go ahead. You got one.
Strawberry shortcake.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, not
It's a
what I
Didn't
classic.
see that coming.
It's an older code, but it still checks out.
Yeah. It's too vanilla.
It's too white vanilla.
What are you putting?
There's no vanilla.
I mean, it's original.
I guess.
It's
You just
Bland.
plain.
it's plain.
Nick is a Sith. He just has to tear it down.
I do.
All right. What about you then, Nick?
Uh,
You don't have one, do you?
let me think
Sith
about
don't,
it. And you come back to me.
Sith don't deal in absolutes. the way the
Sith
other
do deal in
They
absolutes.
deal in absolute desserts. Am I right?
Absolutely delicious dessert.
All right, Dan, what about you? You got a good one?
I like ice cream. Just bring it. Any
Two
flavor.
vanilla.
Just bring it.
Any kind of ice cream?
Any kind of ice cream.
Pistachio?
Do
No,
you eat
not
vanilla ice
pistachio.
cream?
Who
Well,
does
you said
pistachio?
ice cream, so I'm just clarifying.
Who just jumps right to pistachio?
Well, you said ice cream, and that is a flavor of ice cream.
That's not. I don't even consider that on the list.
Get
out.
What about vanilla?
You just offended everybody who loves pistachio ice cream.
I'm
out there.
changing my answer from
Name
ice cream.
one person who likes pistachio ice cream.
Well, it's not bad.
SpongeBob.
Okay, get out. Get out.
Get out of here.
Oh my gosh, it would be you.
Well, I had to. I had to.
You had to,
It was a
okay.
layup.
You didn't. You really
I'm
didn't.
kidding.
But you
That's
meant it.
that's your tagline. I had to.
I had to.
I had to.
Pretty much any kind of ice cream, actually. Pistachio probably would be good, but it just sounds funny.
It's not the taste. It's the sound of the name.
It's the sound of the
Well,
name.
yeah, like
That's how we
eating
are.
it and I'm
That would
like
be good.
pistachio.
It's like coconut. It's
I
not
mean,
the flavor. It's
you
the
ever had-
consistency.
Is there
Not
coconut
bad.
ice cream?
There's coconut. I'm
probably,
sure
there's
there's
probably
coconut.
coconut everything, and I mean ice
Do you
cream
like-
everything.
I do like coconut.
There's coconuts and everything.
There is.
Yeah,
I don't know. It
Coconuts
seems like
in
they
the
mix it
air.
with everything.
it's such a like.
Alright.
It's not a strong flavor, so you'd think it could just go in
Is-
anything.
It's not a strong.
Is
What are you
that your
talking
favorite
about?
dessert, Dustin?
no,
Coconut?
heck no.
It's just a raw coconut.
No, fact checker.
Is coconut a fruit?
Oh no, here we go.
Oh boy.
Food on target.
Wait, actually, yeah, he's got a good point.
Yeah, is it? Well, what it grows on a tree.
Or is it a?
Is it
Yeah.
a seed? It's a seed, right?
No, that would make it a fruit, right? If it grows.
No, it's a tree.
What's the definition? It's seeds.
All right, let me.
Well,
check.
no, the whole coconut is a seed.
Ah,
The one giant seed, eh?
Is it a grain?
I know some people in the chat are definitely going to let
It's-
us know. That's
It is
fact checker.
classified as a fruit,
Classified
even
as a
though it's recognized as a tree nut.
It's a tree nut.
A
yeah.
tree nut.
That's
It's a tree nut.
That's us here at Stay on Target.
That's
Tree
a
nuts. We've got a lot of the little tree nuts
Is
tonight.
that what we call Wookiees?
Tree nuts?
nuts.
Yes, it is.
But we
Those
got
Wookiee
people
tree
sticking up
nuts.
for pistachio.
Yeah. So
I knew you would. You offended
Well,
me.
they can be
Kirsten-
wrong.
Kirsten likes
Kirsten
it.
just here for tea. Pistachio and strawberry gelato
There, yeah.
together, amazing.
Okay, gelato.
What the heck, gelato?
Gelato's good. What?
Gelato's ice cream.
Do you not know what gelato is?
You uncultured
That's why I
swine.
just asked. What the heck is gelato?
It's like really good ice
He meant
cream.
it.
It's like
There's
Italian.
a lot
right?
of there's high butterfat content
right on.
in
Wow.
ice cream.
Right on. Wow,
Sounds like Nick
getting to the
studied
thick
this.
of it. Am I right?
Dude, it's so good. It's delicious.
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 You know
Kirsten,
what-
Kirsten, you don't know Matt? How dare you? How dare you?
Apologize.
You know what's good is frozen yogurt. That's good. too.
Absolutely.
Okay, get out.
Froyo.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's not my ultimate favorite. I'd say like my ultimate favorite. It's a toss up between my wife makes a wonderful
Ooh.
coffee, but it's like a chocolate peanut butter with like coffee
Cake?
flavor. No, pie. And it is absolutely amazing. She pretty much only
Think
makes
you
it
just
once a
made
year
that
for
up.
my birthday.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I love
pretty
it.
sure I've
I
never
never
eaten
had
that.
that.
No, it's got so
I've
okay.
been
So it's
to
got
all
a
your
chocolate.
birthdays,
I've
Dustin,
been
and
to
I
your
had
birthday
that.
party.
You guys have
Where
had
was it?
You've had it.
Where was
I
it?
haven't.
Well, she makes it mostly for me.
Okay, was it? Well, no, I've had the peanut butter thing, but it,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't taste like
that
coffee.
peanut butter fluffy stuff. That's
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
peanut butter fluffy
Well, and
stuff.
she puts a little bit of coffee in the chocolate on the layer on top.
Does she though?
Oh, I
Yes,
didn't
she
realize
does.
that.
Because I didn't taste any.
It's absolutely amazing.
amazing.
And then other than that, though, the other thing though is I absolutely love cinnamon rolls. Okay,
I was, yeah.
Ain't nothing
that's
wrong
one
with
of
like
that.
a night, like coming out of the oven, it's nice and warm still,
Yeah.
fluffy.
You're pulling it
Ooh.
apart and you're burning your hands.
Yeah, you're definitely melting your mouth.
Throwing it in your mouth too fast and burning your mouth.
So good, man. We used to have them back in the olden days when I went to school.
Olden days.
in
He used to
another
make them
state.
himself.
No, they had like
his
on
dinosaur.
Fridays they made them there, like probably
Yeah.
some grandma that made them there, and
Yeah.
like had a secret recipe. But they were
Wait,
like,
made 'em where, at
it was
school?
yeah, and it was like a $1. You could get like first thing. So we'd go in. Even my mom would actually send me in to get her one and me one, and then I'd take the cinnamon roll back to her in the car.
Oh yeah.
She
It was that good.
She
man.
wasn't in on this apparently.
Yeah,
It was
amazing.
solid.
All right, sorry. So that was
This
food
dessert
on.
brought to you by diabetes.
Ah,
Goodness, wow, hot
love
takes
desserts.
tonight, baby. What's the chat saying? I'm sure the chat's got lots of
I
answers.
actually
The chat's
was gonna-
already. They've already talked about the episode and they've already finished. So
They're done.
Bye, chat.
They don't need
Our
us.
job here is done.
no, they like. Bree said, I think, or they were talking about ice cream and different flavors. Sonia likes cotton candy ice cream. Bree says, Sonia, anytime at an ice cream shop, it's cotton candy ice cream and gummy bears. I don't know. I'm almost 30. It's my go-to.
Oh my
Whatever
god.
makes you happy,
That's
you
awesome.
know?
Yeah.
And Yaki said in the Philippines we have something called, oh gosh, I'm not going to pronounce it because I don't want to butcher
Okay, where is
but
it? Let me see it.
It's a
what is it
combination of
called?
sticky rice, ripe mangoes, vanilla ice cream, and
I don't know.
nosha.
There it is.
Yeah.
Panache. Is it short for
Ganache.
panache?
No.
Panocha?
Panocha?
Yeah.
Panocha.
Panocha?
I love it.
That's awesome. Something different. I
Yeah.
was going to
Secreto?
say.
Secreto ni Maria
Maria
Calera.
Yeah, what were you going to say, fact checker?
I'm just kidding.
What was yours?
Key lime pie.
Oh,
It's
nice.
All right, that's a good one.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
You can stay.
Okay.
You can stay.
I won't allow
I did
it.
what I had to
Anyway.
do.
I'll
I
allow
should
it.
get on target.
He'll allow it. Matt will allow it.
Okay.
All right, I'm
I
going to
said
blow
I
the
won't allow it.
Matt
off-target
won't allow
whistle.
it. Muscle Matt's
Yeah.
coming after you, fact checker. Watch
I
out.
know. I know since before the show. What's
I
going
just
on, Matt?
I
You
just
missed
don't
me?
like pie.
Look,
I just don't like pie.
sun's out, guns out. Am I right? Matt?
Yeah.
He's
Show
looking
me
good in
muscles
that
again.
shirt, though.
Show him your muscles again.
No.
Nope.
He doesn't
Just
do it.
eyebrow muscles.
One time today.
Show him the shirt though. Speaking of which,
Yeah,
we got
there we
some
go.
more merch
Bring it.
that dropped recently where we got the bigger Stay on Target logo. So check it out over there. We're gonna drop the link
Oh,
in
boy.
the chat, so you guys are more than welcome to go check it out and support us, please. No, but everything you guys buy there, everything we make off that goes right back in the channel and making it the best for you guys and
Yes.
everybody out there. So we just appreciate the support and representing your favorite Stay on Target crew. Me. Just kidding, not me.
Kirsten said Matt's getting sweaty with it.
Matt's getting sweaty with it. That's why I put that
Sweaty with
shirt
it.
on.
Getting
always
sweaty
sweaty.
with
Oh
it.
no,
Keeping
but
him cool.
they're missing the Loth kitty.
Oh yeah, where's the
Where did he go?
Threw it out the window.
Loth cat.
He's walking around here somewhere.
Matt didn't like the Loth cat. It's just kind of funny because he gets the Loth cat.
Aww. Perfect.
The unamused face. Okay, wow.
Let's get
Yeah.
a Loth Wolf.
We are immediately into food on Target, and I love it. We didn't get to the hot take with the hot dogs.
Oh
That's
my
okay.
gosh.
I think. What are you saying?
I forgot
He did
this made
this.
sounds. And I thought it was coming out of my mic, and I was like, what is happening?
Nice.
The Loth cat bit back.
Gotcha, Matt.
Dundee got me.
Done did get you, boy. All right, yeah, we got so much to get into though, so we should probably get to it. Yes. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us. We'd appreciate it. We
We'd
really need to win
appreciate
right
it.
now.
Apparently Dustin does.
Icy Stormy spotted the Easter egg in the background.
There's an Easter egg
yeah,
back there.
we didn't.
Yeah, well, Skylar caught it.
Oh,
Skylar
did
caught
she?
it too?
People
He?
saw
She?
it
I don't
earlier.
know.
Yeah, so
She.
Vades, Vades, he wasn't quite holding up his end of the bargain. So
We kicked him out.
we removed all of his limbs because they are robot limbs, and we set him in the back where he can sit in silence and think about what he's done.
Do you mean Sith in silence?
Yeah, yeah, sit in silence.
Sith in silence.
Think about what he's done until he can say something on the chat, on the show. You know, he needs to find his voice. So he's back there finding his voice,
Yeah.
representing our merch, and he's doing a heck of a job.
Yeah.
Just please don't kill us. We hope that
I think he's force choking me.
I think
Yeah, probably.
yes, without any arms or legs, which is impressive.
KG said
His
it's a bit
mind.
creepy.
It is. Imagine
Dude.
walking into this room and it's sitting in a chair.
What I'm going to be scared of is when we switch to Dustin here and then switch back to one of us and he's right behind us.
Yeah, he's like just pops in like
Terrifying.
it would be because
we
we're
could
not
make-
doing that.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
We're right
Hunter
here.
says, "Rest in peace, Vades."
Yeah,
He's
so
still
did- So did
alive.
Icy. Engineer said, "Speaking of the background, that's a sexy A-wing you got there."
it is, isn't it?
Ooh.
I like
Look at
that.
that back there.
A-wing?
Why is he
Speaking
referring
of
to me as an
A-wings.
A-wing?
Got him.
What was it? I missed
He's
it.
like, "Why is he referring to me as an A-wing?"
Oh, dang. The joke's passed. I'm too late. Okay.
Yes, I know that. I know that.
I knew that. All right, cool. Well, we got a question of the week here, starting us off.
Is it one you came up with?
No, it is not. This one was
Oh.
submit to us by Night Sky. No,
Night
wrong one.
Sky.
Skylar. My apologies. It was submit to us by Skylar.
Submitted.
Dustin.
Submitted.
Submitted. Oh, okay.
It was not submit to us.
Yes.
It was submitted.
Wow.
Grammar police.
That's right.
You
Grammar
submitted
I'm a
it.
You're right. You are right.
What's the question?
The question is, which Star Wars species would you choose to be your sidekick and why? So, like, Han has Chewie, Anakin has Ahsoka, Mando as Grogu. You know what I mean? So, what
Is
species?
Grogu really a sidekick though?
Kinda.
What is he?
What else would he be?
He's a main character.
That's factual.
Come on, man.
I am the Mandalorian now.
I am the Mandalorian now.
What would you guys get? What's the chat saying? Chat's gonna get it. Did anybody else here have any? I have one.
Okay, what's yours?
I would say, what is? Oh shoot! I had the name of the species. Oh, it's the
Chiss.
no, not Chiss. Chiss would be pretty sweet, but no. I'm gonna go the four-armed dude in
Oh yeah,
Pong Krell's species. Dax's Diner.
Dex.
I forget the name of that species.
I couldn't tell you.
But Pong Krell,
I can't remember.
they're massive, they're big, and then they get jacked and they got four arms. I mean, I just feel like that would be an imposing, like that's the dude that you want having your back. A, he can shoot more people than anybody else because he's got more arms.
Yeah.
And B, if you get hurt or something, he could just carry you on his shoulder and get you the heck out of there. I think that would be an awesome sidekick / partner in crime. That would be awesome. So that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
I'd have to figure. I'll look up the species while you're answering, Nick.
Yeah. Okay. What are those?
It looks like they answered.
What's the Babu Frick's species?
Babu Frick.
That's what I would have.
Is it basilisk, Dustin? Basilisk?
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
Yes,
A
basilisk. Thank you, chat. You guys rock, man. You guys are quick.
Yeah,
on the
but
draw.
what's
Is
Babu
it
Frick's species?
Babu Frick-
Anzellin.
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 You want
Yep.
an Anzellin
Oh,
as your
absolutely, dude. And just be there. Your little tiny compartment.
no squeezy,
No squeeze. Bad baby.
bad baby.
And they just talk funny.
Babu Frick.
I could go on the road, have a galactic comedy tour.
Yeah, I could see you guys doing that, and you could fix your ship all the
Yeah,
time.
and I
They're
could
really
just-
good with
I
electronics.
could just throw them around whenever I wanted to.
Wow.
Go fix it.
Go. Just
Chuck him at it.
that'd be hilarious.
No throw.
All right, what about you, Matt? Muscle Matt? Who would you go with? What kind of species?
I would say
The right
it's
answer.
between two.
Okay.
You shut your mouth.
Okay.
Oh.
Either Wookiees, that's the name,
Wookiees.
or what Zeb is.
Yeah.
What's Zeb?
Oh shoot, yeah. Zeb. I forget everything.
Lasat.
Lasat. Thank you, Dan.
That's what it is.
The adult
I'd probably
Dan
go
came in.
Lasat because Wookiees are too,
You
but
just want
Lasat
to
are
be, you just wanna be
Woyas.
Zeb.
I can't beat him.
Yeah, you could.
You could
Got to
be
bulk
Zeb.
up, man.
He's already.
I gotta get to like 7'2".
Yeah.
Yeah, to be Zeb.
Just stand on stilts.
He's
There you go.
he's the dwarf of the
Of the Lasat.
Yeah.
Lasat people.
The shortest one there.
Oh,
I'm
man.
shorter than all the babies.
Right. Right. Wow.
I hope not.
That's a good one though. That would be a really good one because Zeb is hilarious. And I hope we see him in this show. I cannot wait to see him. Anyway, Dan, what about you? Who would you pick?
Man, that's I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, hot takes
Donk
from
droid.
Dan.
I would
Good
take
answer.
my answer would be a droid.
Yeah.
I want
Donk.
Chopper with me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want a droid that like is a companion that can do stuff. That's why I would take Chewie because Chewie is very technically savvy. So it'd be nice to have him along because he could fix stuff and
the muscle.
also be the muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that stuff. So for that reason, in the Star Wars universe, I think you always need a bouncer next to you. I would probably start off with a Wookiee.
Yeah.
Maybe a Gunji. He's a Jedi Wookiee.
A
Would be
little
kind of nice.
loon.
That would be amazing.
How about a Jawa?
A Jawa.
I can
Oh.
steal stuff for you.
I could hunt him
Yeah.
across the field.
So
Why is
that's
it your
I'm
only
a Sith.
your only choice is how far you can kick or throw your
Field goal.
Wow.
Wow, you are such a Sith.
The Sith
am.
is strong in Nick tonight.
Yeah, it is. Well, he's bringing it
Yes,
back
I
because
know.
he's been gone, so he's
Yeah,
bringing
he's
the
got
Sith
to
hot.
really,
Yes.
he's got to really make up for last week, or was it last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this week.
And this week.
He's here this week,
Well, yeah, but he wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah.
or was he?
All right,
I was
doesn't matter.
dying.
What about you, fact checker?
I think I would say Ugnaught.
no.
Would you, though?
Because they're hard workers.
She has
and
spoken.
I like a hard worker.
I think it's when they're in groups.
What?
The hard workers solo. Have you ever seen a solo Ugnaught?
Oh, they do work in
Well,
groups a lot,
Quill.
but Quill.
So do you get a bunch of them?
Or you
Buy one, get one free
What is
today.
a flock of Ugnots called?
Ugnai.
Ugly.
Wow.
no. Ugly.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's just
A
Uggs.
deformation.
It's Uggs. They all wear Ugg boots.
The Uggs.
Oh,
man.
Wow. Okay.
Wasn't that a sight
man?
to see?
What's the chat saying out there? I want to hear from the chat. What do you guys think? What species would you take as your partner in crime?
Yeah, KG agreed. Is droid technically a species? I don't know.
I
It
think a
could
droid's
be.
We'll allow
that's
it.
Yeah,
I was gonna
we'll allow it.
say
That's my first
like
answer.
what is it? Hu Yang? No,
Hu Yang?
Hu Yang.
Hu Yang.
but-
Huyang.
But or Gonk. But yeah, I thought
Yeah.
the same
or
thing.
a
that they're
repurposed
droids.
hunter-killer
Yeah.
drone.
Yeah,
HKs.
dude. Or like what's like the Bones character in the Aftermath
Mr.
series?
Bones?
Mr. Bones. I think is his name.
He's just
What's
a
the bones
battle
character?
droid.
Battle droid. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they like retrofitted him to be like a crazy assassin.
He's like an
droid.
assassin droid.
An assassin droid would be pretty epic. That's in that new game.
The
too. It's coming
commando
out.
droid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever that B2 battle droid was that like
Yeah,
that
the
part
run
four.
for
That
miles.
guy.
The iRobot of B2 battle droids.
Yeah.
Uh,
or IG-11 would be pretty. not
Inyaki,
IG-11. Sorry, go ahead.
Inyaki said, my second choice would be a Kalish, the species of General Grievous. I honestly like
Yeah, there you
more
Yeah.
the 2003 version of him.
Nice.
Yeah,
Her
that's
first
true.
choice was a Chiss because it's cool to have an intelligent partner or sidekick.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Hunter said definitely Trandoshan, trying to catch them hands with anyone.
Yeah. They do fight a lot of
They
people.
do. Yeah. Trandoshan.
Which ones are Trandoshans?
The ones that hunt Wookiees.
The hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yikes.
They're the lizard people.
Empress said, I agree with Nick.
You know, like the queen.
Empress agrees with Nick. And Zelen would keep her entertained.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
He'd just talk and be like, what are you saying? It's like he's trying to speak to me. I know it.
Yeah.
And Hannah said Mandalorian by her side.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
there
a
you
great
go.
call.
That is a
Yeah.
good one. And then Night Sky said I'd probably go for Togruta, Twi'lek, Pantoran, or Miralyn.
Miriel. Yeah.
Max
Allen?
Rebo.
Miri Allen. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's what Barris Offee is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allen.
That makes sense. I get it.
What about
Man,
Max,
I get it.
Max Rebo?
Max Rebo. Oh my goodness.
Just there for T says Zeb species. Elisat.
Yeah.
Suck.
Assad. Yep. That's great.
Yep. Loftcat Kitty sidekick said KG as well.
Yes.
Bosk would be. Bring said Bosk.
Bosk.
Definitely a great one. That's. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
great
you
answers.
pretty much could take any of them. They have
Yeah.
their advantages.
Yeah.
Dude, John Pope's back. Sup, nerds? What's up, John Pope? Thanks for jumping in, man.
Oh,
man,
he's got a hot take.
We're
So
gonna
maybe
get
we
to
should,
that.
jump into it. I think.
That's a great one. I think we should just jump right into things here. We're gonna go right into the non-spoilers review of episode 3, Time to Fly. All right, so non-spoilers. We're not gonna be spoiling anything yet, but we will soon. Don't you worry. All right, pros and cons, people. Pros and cons. Let's start off with some cons. You guys have many cons for this episode?
get cons.
James Caan.
James Caan is not in this episode.
That's a con.
But it's a con.
But he is a con, technically.
I didn't have very
Con
many
from
cons.
Star Trek. He's a con.
Oh my goodness. What were you gonna say, Dan?
I just said I did not have very many cons. Maybe I don't have very many cons. So why am I talking?
So why am I
Okay,
talking?
I'll give you one con.
Okay.
And it's
We
a
already
small
know.
con.
All
There was
right.
a part in this episode that was very
Cheesy.
it was very cheesy
I
and
think I know
like
what you're
the
talking about.
animated show. And it was kind of like,
Oh yeah, you didn't-
I don't know if I really liked that scene. You know,
Ooh.
it's a spoiler-free section, so I can only say so many words.
It did remind you / me of Rebels
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Clone Wars. It was.
Or-
it was like
yeah.
a call out back
It
right
was like
to
an
that.
animated show
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that moment.
No spoilers, but yeah. Somebody said I like that. Nudles. Oh, it's too short. That's a good con.
that is a good
Yeah.
con. I do
I like
agree.
that.
Said, yeah.
that is a con.
That being said, it is a con, but it's also a pro because it felt a lot longer than it actually
That's
was.
true. It was packed.
It
Yeah.
was.
It's packed full.
I think it was more the fact that I didn't want it to end.
Yes.
This episode. I really did not want it to end. I wanted to see what was going to happen next.
Yes.
But other cons for me, I feel like there was a few lines that didn't quite deliver well. They were a little
Yeah.
cringy for me, like one or two,
Yeah.
not a ton, but there was definitely a few where I was like, okay, I guess. What else? Con wise, I see what you're talking about. That scene you're talking about is kind of
Yeah.
like it's a pro and a con for me because it both
it's
is
just goofy for
kind
me.
of goofy, but also it reminds me so much of Rebels and Clone Wars that I
Yeah.
kind of still liked it. So that it was like I was in between on it. Especially, I thought they pulled it off decent, not super well, but not bad. So, what else? Oh, cons for me too. There's a specific part where there's a ship battle going on, and I feel like one side is not effective at all. Like,
no. Yeah.
it is,
I know what you're talking about.
For me, it's almost
Yeah.
comical. In the beginning, I could understand it for reasons that they actually have, but then towards the end, I'm kind of like, okay,
Nothing's really happening.
Yeah, like this one group is trying to hurt the other, and nothing is happening. So I'm like, okay, well, that was a small con.
Well, those are small cons. Do we have any pros, or are we done with cons?
No.
I think there's a lot of pros.
There's a ton of
You
pros in
said
this.
my cons, so
My
What was
cons.
your
My
con?
cons?
We already said them. He said, which ones were yours? We covered them
you
all.
know.
Too short.
Yes,
It was too short. Yes.
Nick's whole thing,
My spiel.
a little bit there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit. I'll
And yeah, I
also
think that was
say
it.
That was it. All right.
Some of the
hot
acting,
takes.
Some of the acting was still.
There's a few moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few moments.
It doesn't live up to what the character should be.
Agreed. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's especially one scene, non-spoilers, but especially one character felt more out of place than normal to me. It felt like their character regressed more than it was.
Progress.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like it was on the same trajectory.
Congress?
You could make an argument for it, and we'll get into it in spoilers, but it felt a little off to me.
Yeah.
Not bad. Still, nothing was that bad that it threw it off. So let's jump into the pros, though. What do you guys think was
So many pros.
so many pros? Let's jump into the pros, you guys. What's
The music.
boom
the-
right off the bat?
Music,
story.
the action,
That's always his answer.
Yeah.
cinematography.
The music throughout. There were so many moments for musical cues that were just epic.
Yes,
And beyond that, everything else was awesome.
the music is almost the best character in this show so far.
Maybe it
What do you
is.
say, Dan?
Yeah, I'd say consistently so. It doesn't let you down. When the music's there in front, like when the sound just kind of disappears and not a lot of dialogue and the music soars,
Yeah,
it's Ahsoka is soaring at its finest because that music can carry the show without trying.
Yeah,
It's so good.
and he keeps bringing in. It's so funny to me in some ways because he's bringing in the classic Star Wars music that we've heard, but he just puts a slight different to it. Like you're waiting, like he hits like 3 of the notes, and then you're waiting for it to finish, but then he
goes
changes that
somewhere
last
else.
one. He goes to
Yeah.
a different place. So you're like, that sounds so familiar to me, but you change it there right at the end, and it's just different enough. But it still works, especially the way he does it, the tempo and everything. It worked for the scenes. I agree completely. That's a huge pro. What else for pros with you guys? What do you think, Nick?
I think the pacing was done very well.
Yeah.
It wasn't like chop fest.
Yeah, and way less like just like taking forever to get to one
Yeah.
scene to another.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
was like, oh, this is now we're going here. Now we're going there. It wasn't like, oh, this is where now we're abruptly turning, going somewhere else.
Yes.
Heading into oncoming traffic. Oh no.
oh no, significantly.
Well, you said in the
Significantly better.
or somebody posted in our community before, tighten up snips, with the timing of it all.
Yeah.
And this episode was so tight. It was airtight. There wasn't any waste.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
there
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
much. I feel like there was still like if I had to be nitpicky, I'd say maybe like a moment or two that could have been tightened up, but it was not nearly as bad as episode 1, 2.
Even the props were good.
Oh yeah,
The
Sip,
props.
you would notice that.
Snip, snip.
snip, snip.
No, I
Oh,
said sip,
but
Oh,
it's,
sip, sip.
Snips.
but
Is,
that
Sip?
works too.
that work. Oh, okay.
Wait, what was she
What props
referring
are we
to?
talking
She's
about?
talk- you're
What are
talking
you
about the
talking
cups,
about?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cups on the
That's a
table.
spoiler.
Yeah. I didn't say it.
I thought you were talking about her.
Just
lecture.
cups, for goodness
Yeah.
sake.
I didn't know there were cups
In Star Wars.
in Star Wars.
What?
Spoiler warning, everybody.
Blew
thought
my
they just-
Cups
mind.
in Star
There were
Wars.
cups in a galaxy far, far away.
I thought everything was just pouches and
Everything just
straws.
use their hands.
Yeah.
Everything
that's
is
good.
Everything is Sunny D.
Oh God,
That's what the astronauts use.
I don't want to live in this universe.
Right?
Right.
Like
I want
what
like the
Bremen
gravity, like molecules of water, like the space astronauts do, and they just go and they just suck it up.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what I
It's
want.
so weird.
So
To,
weird.
it's
Please
so
make
weird
that
to
sound
watch.
again.
It goes
No,
it's like sucking gel through a
Yep.
straw.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh man.
All
All
right,
right.
what's
well,
the fact checker?
Muse said it well. All killer, no filler.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I really I really like the fact that we are getting into the meat of things and that they're moving us right along. For
Same with me.
I almost wish they would have just started at this point and
Yep.
not done.
Had a recap of the end of.
That's
Rebels
kind of how I
season
felt.
4.
Yeah, I was like,
I really think that they did not need that setup for 1 and 2.
No.
This
Except for the villains. You
the
said.
villains, the
Yeah.
villains I did like and stuff like that.
See,
but-
they could have just done that in the first
yeah.
half of the episode.
yeah.
Set them up. Like set up them with
Set up the
Morgan
villain
Elsbeth.
side.
What if they
Yeah.
leading into
combined?
it, yeah.
I don't think it could have worked. What if they like tagged this on to the end of episode 2? Like it just continued. So like 1 was an hour, and then 2 and 3 were back to back, like another hour.
Right. I
They
could.
could have done that,
They
you
could've.
know, and then left on the cliffhanger at 3. But
Right.
I don't know. But for a solid standalone 30 minutes, it was. I know
Pretty good.
John Pope's not happy about the 30-minute. You know, it's like you got your own streaming service. Why are you doing 30-minute episodes? You know, short episodes.
But
But at the
Yeah.
same time, you know, it's it was
a
so
lot in here.
action packed and stuff. It was
Right.
amazing. Like the best episode. Like almost returning Star Wars back to its former glory. Good.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
I
on a
mean-
good track.
Well,
Yeah.
and like we've been saying, quality over quantity. I say. I think the first 2 episodes and this episode are a perfect example of quality over quantity. We had less in this episode, but I feel like it was way better than episode 1 and 2 that seemed to just drag on. We had long padded run times. It felt like to me.
Yeah.
They were just adding in things that didn't need to be there. So,
Right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
That was, yes, I'd say the ship battles were great in this one. I thought they did a great job,
Yeah.
minus the minor gripe I have with it. And a
Minus.
huge pro for me on this one is Hu Yang. Okay,
Hu
Yang! Man,
he is
yeah.
a standout. This
He
whole
is.
show, he's been a standout for me. I love David
Right.
Tennant for
He's solid.
for one. He just elevates anything he's in. Like Doctor Who, he's one of the best doctors in Doctor Who, and he really got that show back on track. But he's also
Back on target.
Back on target. Thank you. He got it back on target. But pretty much anything he's in, he elevates it, and he brings the comedy in this one. The way he delivers the lines is just perfect timing. Everything about it. He's a huge standout to me in this. What do you guys think about that? Even the beginning of it too. I
Yeah.
was like, heck yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
I was like, I want to see more of this.
yes.
Way more of this.
What do you think, Action Matt, about
Action
Hu
Matt.
Yang and even the beginning without spoiling anything?
Yeah, don't spoil it, man.
I like him. I like his shots at people. I guess. His,
Oh yeah, his
him,
His bluntness.
his,
yeah.
yeah.
I think his bluntness.
I
and
mean,
he's
like,
got
he's
a little
got
bit
no
of sarcasm there, though.
he's got
Right.
no filter at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does. He just says what's. I mean, it's how he's programmed, but
what's on his mind?
yeah, it's funny and how he makes fun of people. So
Yep.
No,
not trying to make fun of people necessarily, but just
Oh, he's trying.
what. Yeah, he probably.
that's
is.
what's. It's almost like a line. Like, is he going over that line, or is he just like? Is he
He's
trying?
speaking his mind,
Yeah.
and his mind is fried.
Was he programmed by a Sith?
Yes,
Nick.
yes.
You
I
programmed
get
him.
that. I crossed those wires.
Yeah. I think he's a great standout. What do you think of him, Dan?
Oh, it was hilarious. He anchors the show when you got the
He does.
You know,
Yeah.
the ladies were, you know, they were settling in. Again, not spoiling
The
anything,
ladies.
but Sabine and, you know, Ahsoka. And
Spoiled.
I didn't know they were in the show.
but when Hu Yang's in the scene with either of them bouncing dialogue back and forth, it gives the show more weight and like depth, because he brings like humor, and he brings like facts and history.
Yes.
And all of the things that add to dialogue that you're not going to get from anybody else. That's where you bring in lore, you bring in George Lucas
Yeah.
facts, you
Mhm.
bring in
Yeah.
Star Wars history. You're like, oh man, everything he's saying is awesome because it's funny. I'm learning something, and he's like telling the truth, hardcore, like Matt said. He's just saying it like it is, and you're
Yeah.
like, I love Hu Yang. Like I wouldn't want him to like pick me apart because he'd tell me the truth and everything's wrong with me.
And you
But-
just like,
Yeah,
it's
but
too real.
the truth
Yang.
hurts Hu Yang,
too
but
real.
Hu Yang knows how to do it.
Yeah.
He
Yang.
did push things a little to the edge, though. No spoilers, but
Yeah.
He knows how to stay on target, though.
Ha.
I guess.
Roll
yeah,
credits.
he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no, Hu Yang
So
was
you
awesome.
don't like him?
No, I do. I do.
Mm.
Ah.
Yeah. That's not what you
Checker.
said.
No,
You think
just-
he goes too far?
No, I said he pushed it to the edge. I didn't say he pushed him over. the edge.
You didn't
You
kick him
wish
off
he
the
pushed
kick.
him over
You didn't kick him off the.
off the river. Is that what you said?
I don't know.
I'll go back to the chat.
Yeah, you're great. No,
Go
it's
back
good.
to
It's
your
good take.
home.
You got to be honest too, just like Hu Yang. Everybody's got to be as honest
Exactly.
as possible.
Okay,
As honest as
Dustin.
Hu Yang.
you need to stop talking.
Just tell us you hate him, don't you?
Hu Yang. All right, yeah. I did have one other negative that I really want to get
Well,
into.
We're on
And
positive.
I know we are, but I just remember
Yeah.
this. And there's one other negative that we're going to go into in spoilers, and it's with the main character, Ahsoka, that I think I figured out something about her that's not sitting right with me. But there are still moments in this that are great. We also, there was a character that said something. I'm not going to spoil who it was. That was exciting for me.
Said something.
I don't know.
Just
Oh, I know
Wow,
what you're
that-
talking
There's a lot
about.
of
I know you.
things.
and that was exciting. I'm not going to go into it too much here in non-spoilers.
Fetch me that picture, Dustin. Fetch me that picture.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. As you wish.
Okay.
Name that reference, which was also
Was that this
hilarious.
point?
Not a clue what you're talking
When I
about.
said as you wish. It really meant I love you.
Yes.
Marriage.
I thought about that,
Marriage.
like immediately when he said it, I was like, guys, we can make a meme.
Mhm.
It's happening.
Totally make a meme.
It's
It-
definitely
it's
happening.
happening.
We're in it right
Yeah.
now. We're in the meme.
We are the meme.
We are the
You
meme.
the meme.
It's like a meme soup.
memes. That's one meme soup. Am I right?
Got him. Roll credits.
Yeah, no,
Put
that
a
was
bag over your head. Because I'm ashamed.
no. I like that. And then they had another big reveal in this. They had two big reveals, actually. Yeah, two big reveals in this. With one other character earlier on in the episode, and then also some big, humongous characters
Humongous.
towards the end. That was exciting to see in live action, and I really liked how
Oh,
they
yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That felt very Star
That's pretty
Wars.
cool.
The whole episode felt very like an adventure Star Wars movie, and I really, really enjoyed this episode. You guys got any more pros before we move on to the spoiler section?
No.
Let's
Please move on.
jump into it.
There's
I
a
think
lot of
that's it.
pros. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's so many pros. The people in the chat are freaking out.
yes,
But
yes.
Yes,
there was
yes,
just
yes.
quite a thing. We got to dump into these spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Dump
do.
into 'em.
Dump, boy. Yeah.
But no,
Before
I
we
mean,
do though, we're gonna
rate it?
rate it,
Yeah, rate it.
and we do it out of 5 rebels.
5 rebels.
Yeah, that's how we
Rebels
rate this
season
one.
5.
We rate this out of 5 rebels.
5 non-spoiler rebels.
non-spoil or Wookiee cookies,
Or
whichever
Wookiee
you
rebels.
prefer. We're kind of in a dessert mood here tonight.
All right.
We are.
Rate it.
All right, for me,
Ooh.
I'd say this is a solid like 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe slight. What's 8 out of 10 and 4 out of 5, Matt?
12
Same
out of
4
thing.
out of 5.
Okay,
the
that's
same
what I
thing.
thought. I was just making sure. You guys are the math people.
12 out of 15?
Yeah, I'd say 4 out of 5. It was solid, man. It was super good. I really enjoyed it. So that's my take. So one of those was an Imperial, but the 4 were Rebels, and
Good.
they win. All right. Nick.
Yeah, I'd say the same. 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's good. It could do better. Not saying that it was bad, but
Right.
there's always room to grow.
There's room to grow, but it was
Yes.
still really good. Leaps and bounds ahead of the first 2. What about you, Matt?
We'll go 3.99.
3.99. Not quite 4.
Just to be
Wow.
different.
Oh my goodness. What about you, Dan?
Oh, boy. You don't want to hear it. No, I'm kidding.
It's like 1 out of 5.
I want to say 5 out of 5. I really want to say 5 out of 5.
But you can't.
But you won't.
But I can't because we are going to get a 5 out of 5 later. And I'm
Yeah.
going to freak
I'm
out.
glad you
know.
have faith.
Dan
Because
he's
this has set me up. It's retuned my scale, right? Because I gave it 4 out of 5 last time, which is 8 out of 10. So this one would definitely be a 9.5 out of 10. So that makes it a 4.75 ish.
4.75 for you. Wow.
Yeah, out of 5. So I'm up there. This was like the tops because it did remind me of Rebels. It did remind me of Clone Wars. I dug the stuff that we got. But I mean, we haven't even got, I can't spoil anything, but that's why I can't give it a 5. Because once we see all these characters and all the rest of the stuff he's pulling together, we're going to freak out. We're going to lose our stuff. But because of what it set up and the epicness that this was, it just gives me that much more hope for the 5 or 6 out of 5 or whatever that we're going to get.
Right.
Because he's cooking up something seriously good now. If they can deliver, like we know they could deliver the pacing that we want,
Right.
the action that we want, and the montages that we want and dialogue.
Yes.
So let's do it.
And the story that we want.
And the story. Fact checker, did you have it? Did you already
Yeah,
say
fact
yours?
checker.
No, but I'm not afraid to flash the fives early.
Oh, flashing the
I-
fives.
Whoa!
You
Get
should
out.
be afraid.
Yeah, you should be very afraid.
Well, I'm always a
5
little
out of
afraid
5
here.
for the fact checker.
Whoa.
Get out of
She's
here.
flashing the
Yeah.
fives.
Flashing the 5. Fact checker's flashing the 5 out of 5. 5
Oh.
rebels.
Woo.
That's
No
crazy.
Imperials.
Oh
Yeah.
my
No
goodness.
Imperials.
It was good.
I don't
enjoyed
agree.
it.
You enjoyed it.
Was it?
Wow. Wow. Hey, you know what?
Nobody's
Tied
gonna
up to her opinion.
That is a
Nobody's
perfect
gonna fault
issue.
you.
You're saying this is the perfect episode of Rebels season 5.
That was my
So
point
far-
last week.
So
Yeah.
far.
He's
Yes.
following up on your point.
so far,
But he wasn't
can't
here,
go any
so
higher
like
than
he.
that.
Well, that's fine. There can
We're
be
in the
multiple
same
fives, and
mindset.
then the overall rating for the
Counts.
season is very high.
wrong.
If it continues.
We have different
So,
ideas of rating.
Do not come against a fact checker. They will come after you in the chat.
Oh,
Hashtag protect
I'll
the
go
fact
after
checker.
them.
I'll go. We're all
Yeah.
just going after each
Square
other.
up,
He's got
son.
his guns out.
Wait.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
All right. Well, that's some hot takes. What's everybody in the chat rating this? I know we got a poll up there, but
Yeah.
what else is
Throw the
everybody
poll
saying?
out,
I see a
sorry.
lot of different numbers.
I did Wookiee cookies, not. What
That's fine. We did that
Rebel.
earlier,
How
and
dare
it
you.
works
Okay, well,
perfectly.
yeah.
Changing everything.
So in the
Ah.
poll, let me go ahead and end it.
Yeah.
We had.
I'm going to go through some of these people real
yeah, go
fast.
ahead.
So we got Hunter Davis saying 4.5 Rebels. Ellie Blair says 4.7 out of 5 Rebels. Nice. John Pope had more to say. Hannah Roll says 3.9 out of 5 Rebels. Going up there. Hannah Roll, I think she's coming around
Okay.
maybe. I know she's
All right.
had some hot takes with this one.
Yeah.
Inaki said 4 out of 5. Icy Storm is a solid 10 Rebels. Wow. Solid 10 Rebels. Going off the charts there.
I
We
think
got
he might out of 10.
we got a lot of people saying 4 points. What is that? What is that? Noodles? Noodles is
Noodles.
4.7 out of
Noodles.
5. Night Sky 5 out of 5. Drop in with the fact checker there. They are 1. No, they're not 1, but you know what I mean. They're together on this.
Yeah.
We got Secret Songs 20 saying 4 out of 5. What's up, Secret Song?
What's up, Secret Song?
Yeah, thanks for joining in.
What's up?
John Pope says 3 Rebels. Okay, I'm not gonna finish that.
Hunter 4.5 Rebs. Hunter's 4.5 Rebs. Ellie Blair's
Yep.
4.7.
Yeah, yep.
He
And
already
then
did those.
I did
Icy
those.
Star.
We already did these.
Solid 10.
disappeared.
These stuff and things 4 out of 5. All right, what's the poll saying though?
All right. So in the top was 4 Wookiee cookies.
I'm not
55%,
really happy
so
with that.
people are close to 5.
Yes, I know that.
And then 3 Wookiee cookies. So some people are still waiting for more. That's understandable. And
Yeah,
then-
like normal people. Don't just go 5 out of 5 right off the
On
bat.
the third episode.
Sonia goes 5 out of 5.
Well,
Wow, so 5 got third place.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause it wasn't
That seems
great.
like a pretty balanced. You know, people are really liking this episode. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people love it, love what they're seeing, and then also a lot of people are liking it. They still see room for improvement, so I think it's pretty balanced. I like where we're mostly at here. It's a solid episode. I really enjoyed it. I think everybody else, you guys enjoyed it here too, for the most part.
Yes.
Minor gripes and things
Yes.
that we're going to talk about in the spoilers section. Which,
Wow, we still
if
haven't
you
got there.
haven't, if
Dang.
you haven't seen the episode yet, what the heck are you doing here? No, thank you for
What are
being
you
here.
doing here?
But we're gonna spoil it here real soon. You guys have anything else in non-spoilers before we get there?
No.
All right, perfect.
You
All right.
know
We've
the
been
answer,
done
Dustin.
for about 20 minutes now.
I know that. Yeah. Actually, before we get into that, don't forget to check us out on Instagram. We're trying to get
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
followers there. Check us out there. We'll drop the link. And also, if you, I forgot to mention earlier, thank you again, Skylark, for submitting that question of the week. If you guys have any questions that you guys want to be read on the show or have anything else you want to send us, then send it to stayontarget.contact@gmail.com and we will get to it as soon as possible. And we might feature your question, or I might just make up my own. You never know. And
Probably
Nick
make up
might
his
make
own.
up his own.
I've never made up a
You
question.
never
Oh,
have.
actually, I have.
yeah, you did once.
I did. What was it?
I didn't.
We'd have
I'm
to go
not
back in the
creative.
archives.
Oh, we'd have to dig through the
Dig in the
archives.
archives.
Go back through the archives.
And a little tease here too. If you,
We got tea?
we also have a talent on target that's going to be dropping later in this episode, so stay tuned for that. And if you guys have any arts, so if it's, say, music or any drawings, paintings, crafts, whatever you guys are doing out there in the Star Wars world, we'd love to see it, and we will showcase your talent on target And,
Right here.
Yeah, right here. So stay tuned for that. Send it to that same email. All right, we're gonna get into we're gonna get into the spoilers.
Yes,
We're going through
sections.
non-spoilers again.
So if you haven't seen this episode 3,
Get
Time to
out.
Fly, Ahsoka, we're gonna spoil it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies, baby. Oh man,
The cup. Mrs. Manrique said the best character of this episode was the cup. I love the cups. Ellie Blair.
I agree.
Oh, the cup. The Rebels moments. I don't know why I'm talking.
No, you're good.
Finally, we can talk spoilers.
I know.
Yeah, do it.
Spoil
Spoil
everything. Just
like
drop it
as
all.
you wish, Marok.
Blow our
I know.
Let's
minds.
go.
As you wish.
And then we got to hear him talk for the first time with this heavily distorted
Okay, so who do you
voice.
Dude,
Who do you think the voice is?
I think it's Sam. I think it's Sam.
You think it's
Whit.
I
Whitworth?
was looking in the credits to see if it actually.
It's still
credited
there.
He's still
him.
there.
It's still there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sam Whitworth.
Oh, I
Still
didn't see it.
additional voices.
Yeah. I didn't
They
see
said
it.
featuring Paul Darnell.
Paul Darnell. Yeah.
But the extra voices still.
Yeah.
And I saw, oh shoot, I should have remembered that YouTube video I watched to give him credit. But there's a guy out there I watched a video on, and he said that it sounded like the Sith Stalker version of like
Yeah.
Lord Starkiller, because his voice is also
I never played that
very
one.
heavily augmented like that.
Yeah.
And it's similar style. It's almost the same. I feel like in that one though, you can hear more of Sam Witwer's voice coming through, and instead of this one, you really couldn't. It was hard to tell in this
Yeah.
one who it was.
But he talked, and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
He speaks."
I know.
But that's funny how he made a Princess Bride.
Yeah, I know. That was,
That was
hilarious.
so good.
I almost
I'm like,
wonder if that
"Aw,
is
they
Sammy
love
Wit.
each other.
Sammy Witt. Iñaki said earlier, technically the first person to say "As You Wish" in Star Wars was Darth Vader in episode
Oh,
4.
you're
I
right.
think he
He
said
loved-
episode 4.
he
So,
loved.
Yeah, he loved.
but
Grand
even
Moff
more of
Tarkin.
a reason for him to be Vader's apprentice.
Right.
He
There
sounds
you go.
like Vader.
He
He
said
has
the
a
same
mask.
line
He
as Vader.
smells
Says
like
the
Vader.
same. Smells like Vader. He uses a red
burnt
saber
toast.
like Vado.
Vado.
He
Vado?
flies a ship like Vader. I mean, we
Vades?
didn't know he could fly a ship.
He's a good pilot. Like
Is
Vader.
Starkiller a good pilot?
Yeah, he's a good pilot.
Is
he?
I mean, not necessarily, because really,
Oh.
he,
He
pilot-
really crash lands everything.
he did crash land a lot. But
Ezra can fly.
Ezra can fly. They fly now?
They fly now. Ahsoka soars.
Yeah, I feel like since we're jumping right into Morocco,
Well, we just jumped. We skipped around, but
I do feel like more than ever it's going to be at least somebody significant at this
Yeah.
point. They're modulating his voice for
Yeah.
a reason, and that reason I think is going to be significant. And I just can't wait until they show us who that is, especially for how much speculation we have.
It's gonna be.
It's got to be somebody.
White-
Like, don't just make it a nobody at this point. I
gonna be
mean,
a-
it's fine if you do, but please make it
Is it
somebody.
fine?
It's not fine for me. I'm gonna cry. No, I'm
pasty
just joking.
Sam Witwer
White pasty Sam Wit, Sammy Wit.
with red
Sammy
eyes.
Witt.
Some people are still saying Kanan out there, like like a
Kanan?
revived
No.
Kanan.
Right.
I
Well,
don't
he
see
doesn't. And they said in our comments because there's no eye like things. It's just like
I-
slits.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like
Slot.
the guy's
There's an eye slot.
is there though.
There is.
The weird thing is that the helmet style reminds me of Ezra's helmet that he wears.
Yeah.
He wears the scout helmet, the scout trooper helmet a lot, and it does that same. It's got the same hinge right there that pops up, and that's what made me originally think it was Ezra in a lot of ways. Was really just that small detail. There's a lot of reasons, plot reasons. I think it'd be interesting.
Was
It's
it
plot armor.
interesting that Sabine's
Get out of
training visor looked kind of like his helmet too?
Yeah,
Did that mean anything?
I don't know.
Or was that a complete?
I thought
I
it
didn't
looked
quite-
more like a fencing helmet.
yeah,
It
that
was
too.
a cross
But
between a fencing helmet and like the temple guard
Yeah.
helmet. It
Okay.
kind of reminded me of that in
Yeah.
some ways.
Yes, I know that.
Yes, I know that. I know that. Yeah, but
we
I
like
that he
we
talked.
like Marok. We like the fact that he's like mysterious
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's a good pilot. Maybe not as good as Shin. Shin was leading the way.
she was.
So he's kind of like, if he's really good, why is he kind of like second bananas? That's the only question.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the interesting.
He's
thing.
behind Balin. Like he's kind of just, even the scene with Balin and the three, he's kind of standing around. Like she's like, he tells Shin to go take care of Sabine. And now he's got Merrick. He's like, you follow behind Shin.
What is Balin doing this whole time?
He's just standing there with his troops waiting for them to arrive.
menacingly.
I'm just gonna stand here menacing.
Did they know that they were going to track them? Why else would they be
But he was kind of
perfectly?
sensing it in the Force, I feel like.
But Shin and them were just happened to be flying around that moment.
that
like,
was
Well,
a minor gripe, in my opinion.
they didn't tell them to get to their ships and go get them. They were there
I think they
already.
were just guarding the area.
Because they knew. They knew. she was
Balin
coming.
said
Yeah.
that she was coming. So they did know that they were going to
Yeah.
show up.
Did
she
she?
said she was faint in the Force, or that was
Yeah.
Yeah, but her
Okay.
persistence
Yes.
was what's
noted or something.
strong or whatever.
Interesting.
But the weirdest thing for me about that, though, little minor gripe, was even Hu Yang said right when they jumped out of hyperspace, she's like, why do we jump? Why are we coming so far away
Yeah.
from the planet?
Right.
And she's like, to not be, detected, standard Jedi
Standard
protocol.
Jedi protocol.
And then they're immediately behind them. I was like,
Yep.
seriously, of all places you were like just patrolling, you knew? I
they
mean,
knew the Jedi protocol.
They must. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I
But
think they were
maybe.
just patrolling.
it was
and-
convenient, or they
Suddenly
knew they were
found
going to
them.
show up there. I mean, who knows? In the Force, maybe Balin
Yeah.
knew, and even Shin, she could sense that, or even Marok. I
Also-
think Marok. The thing with Marok, though, real fast, and then sorry, Nick, I'll jump over to you. I think part of that theory is that's strong with him is I think he's brainwashed. I think whoever it is he's brainwashed potentially, because I think that's why he's playing second fiddle or third fiddle to these characters.
Just
because
waiting
he's
for them to
not
tell
in
him
his
what to
right
do.
mind.
Yeah.
Like he's
Okay.
just being controlled in some ways by Morgan Elsbeth / Balin and Shin. That's my theory on that though as well. Nick, what you had something to say? I'm sorry. I cut you
I
off.
was just gonna go to the dog fight that they had
yeah.
and how nothing was really accomplished except Sabine killed 3 of them or 4 of them.
4 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like they were shooting it and they had all the deflector shields up, and it's like, okay, yeah, that works. But like every scene was like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
how much power does this deflector shield have?
Yeah.
Like this thing's getting
Yeah.
lit up. There's no way it's still holding up. It was just kind of goofy.
Yeah, like their
Yeah.
shields took a beating
Yeah.
and kept on going
And
until
then,
that
like,
last minute.
Yeah, they're going to the jump gate,
yeah, I was
and
like,
they say
why are
like,
you
oh,
flying?
the deflector shields are at 10%. I'm like, 10%? How does it still have any percent?
Yeah, after the beating they took.
I think though, well, after the what were the guns? The turbo lasers.
Yeah.
But
turbo
obviously the little twin prop, like World War II esque.
Yeah, flak
Ships.
cannons.
Yeah.
What's that?
Flak cannons.
No, I'm talking about the ships that Shin and
The
Marok
Sith
were
ships.
Oh
flying
yeah, they
around.
were like,
Like their guns on that must
Yeah.
have been like BB guns
Yeah.
because like they got
Exactly.
shot,
Beep, beep, beep.
but
That
they
was my
never
gripe, yeah.
inside the ship. Like if it was the original trilogy, like they would have been all like, oh, there would
Right.
have been explosions and like things breaking,
well, and then
and
that
they were
actually-
just like, the bullets weren't very heavy
Yeah.
duty.
Yeah, especially after they lost their ships or lost their shields. That was my biggest gripe. It was like after they lost the shields and they were hitting the ship when Ahsoka was trying to get in real quick, and I was
There's
like,
no-
it
there was-
did
yeah.
nothing to the ship.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so
Right.
do they not need shields this whole time? I don't know. That was a little
Yeah.
silly to me. I understand in some ways. It takes
also
a little bit.
that
But
scene where they actually get through with the cannons and it like explodes.
Oh, yeah.
and then the whole screen goes white. I was like, yeah, they're dead. They're
Right.
done. There's
dead,
no way
they're
they
dead,
survived
they're
that.
dead.
Yeah, they
And then it
should.
shows it again, and it's like perfectly fine. And
yeah,
I'm like,
just like a little bit
then
of
what
debris.
was that explosion?
It was. I think it was Hu Yang over like
Yeah,
the
just
sparks
overloading
flying.
Things,
Yeah,
Okay, 'cause
wires
I
and
was
stuff
like-
dying.
which was actually a hilarious moment.
I was like,
Yeah.
he's dead. He's gone. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I thought that moment played really funny though, because
It
he's
did.
like just a little further,
Just a
please.
little
Yeah.
And then he's like, download complete.
Yeah.
I like how they played that. That was
Yeah,
funny.
That
to
was
me.
good.
Hu Yang, man, he brings the heat.
But
he
that's what I
brings
was
the
saying.
funny.
He was pushing them to the edge.
He
I mean,
was.
they were 10%.
yeah.
Those Duracell batteries
I
were
think he's-
running out. I mean, it was dangerous.
He's
Yeah.
a Sith.
I think he's secretly a Sith trying,
He's trying to kill him.
them. Yeah,
He's so sick of him.
absolutely.
Yeah, but John Pope says, I thought the enemy fighters sounded really bad. It sounded like a bad 80s toy.
Yeah,
I thought they
didn't-
were having a battle. Is this too much to ask to make it sound a little more menacing?
Yeah,
But
I
that's kind of the
agree.
point. I feel like they
kind-
kind of
Yeah.
underpowered them on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they didn't. I mean, there was 6 of them. I mean, they needed. I don't know. I guess I loved the fight. I actually loved them flying around, and it did remind me of like World War II era,
Yeah.
like
Where they framed
biplanes
it.
or
Yeah.
whatever, jets. It looked similar and scale wise, but anyway.
Or if Shin and Balin are really going to turn good, then they can't.
Once
kill
again,
them
they're
or-
trying not to destroy
Yeah.
down to nothing, maybe. But.
Yeah, I don't know, but I agree that they felt a little underpowered, and the sounds definitely were not very menacing. It looked like World War II ships, like you said, and it also kind of crossed between like Grievous's ship. If you remember seeing Grievous's ship,
That's what I thought.
yeah,
too.
or almost like a hunter was a hunter killer droid that has that same similar style with the wings on the side. At least Shin's ship.
I mean,
Had,
half
like,
the
those, like,
episode
Yeah.
was a
Fuselage on the
dogfight.
outside, yeah.
Half the episode was the dogfight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It
But
was
I didn't
long.
mind it.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Even still, and
Something
like
different.
Shin kind of had the same face the whole time, and Merrick didn't have a face, but it was she did. I thought Shin still, for me, still did a good job acting, like staying intense through every single, even though it was basically the same shot. I don't know. I felt like she just managed to portray that energy the entire. Like she was so focused. You know, like when you're playing a video game and like you do not want to lose, like you're zoned in.
Yes.
Like nothing will
Yeah.
distract you. And that's like the face she had. She's like, I'm gonna take them down. And even when she's flying when she's flying right at Sabine, Ahsoka on the
Ahsoka,
ship
yeah.
wing and all this jazz, like she was like serious. You know, we got them. And it was well acted for not having a lot to do except sit down and fly a ship.
Right. What'd you think of the action in this one? Action, Matt?
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're
I
good.
just hit a wall and
Oh,
just
no.
everything went down.
Chat.
All right.
Get him hyped
Um,
again. Get him hyped again. We need him.
You know, I'm not a huge fan. Well, I shouldn't say that because I like that. Anyway, I prefer like gunfights and like lightsaber fights, like on ground fights, I should say.
Yeah, you
Over
Yeah.
Boots on the
space
ground.
battles, but it was
Okay.
still good. It was still solid, and I think that was the majority of the fighting.
Yeah,
I don't think
so-
there was a ton. I don't think there was any lightsaber. I mean, I guess
There was
there's
one point.
training. With
Yeah.
Sabine,
Yeah.
but
Which I do want to get into that here real quick. Starting off the episode, I thought was strong. Like,
yeah, no, I thought it was cool.
it was a solid opening, and
Oh man, yeah.
I don't know. It just put me in the right mindset right off the bat. I was like, okay, this is cool. I like this, where they're going. I like seeing training. Something Disney Star Wars has not done in forever
Yep.
is showing a female character training and actually getting better at their craft, struggling as well. So
There
I
it
just
is. There's the word. Struggle.
I really liked that. There's character development going on in this episode. There's more character development, I feel like, that happened in this episode than the first two combined.
Yep.
And the way that they did it, and I like seeing Hu Yang, and he was calling out the moves and then judging her. That was a cool thing, like judging her strikes and stuff like that. He looked kind of like Grievous, which was
I know,
funny
right?
too.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, is she supposed to hit all the sections
Yeah,
or just the ones he was pointing?
it might have been just the
Putting
specific
up.
sections, of those that she was supposed to be in. But I just
Okay.
thought that was an interesting take. I don't remember seeing that before. Was that ever shown in Clone Wars
I've never seen it.
Maybe,
Rebels?
but
I don't remember
in
it.
passing.
I
it
don't
just-
think so.
It fits so well into Star Wars the way they
Yep.
did it, and I liked how they did that. That was excellent. And then even moving into
The callback to A New Hope.
yes, and how she trains her with
Well,
not being able to see.
If the shield's
Oh,
down, how am I supposed to see?
Yeah, that,
There's more than just your eyes.
yeah, that is like I like it, but I also don't like it at the same time.
Right.
I don't know. That's kind of a middle ground. What do you think of that fight though? There, Dan, for in the beginning, the start.
I loved it actually. The tie-in back to the training of her and Kanan. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that, but it also reminded
Yeah,
me obviously
she's
the
done-
Luke and Obi-Wan on the ship training. It felt right. The music was right. The moves. I mean, you can tell that the actress that Sabine is being played by is like naturally a fighter. Like it's not a stunt double. She can actually do the moves.
Yeah,
And that makes it that much more believable because Sabine can do those kinds of moves and is a good fighter in real life. So I loved that scene, and it just set the tone. Like this is the kind of training that we always want to see in Star Wars. Like we didn't get it in
Oh,
the
yeah.
sequels.
one Hondo.
We didn't get it in a lot of other shows that we've got. All of a sudden, these characters are just like way too good at something.
Right.
And in Star Wars, we've been trained to be like, we need to see Luke train and suffer and do
We need
bad.
to see progression.
Yeah, real progression. This is the kind of, you don't need a lot of it, but we need to see that she's doing it.
Yeah,
We even see Thrawn training in Rebels.
yeah.
Like he's working out, he's fighting, you know what I mean? And Thrawn's the man. So it just helps when you get this real life, like, okay, she's definitely being trained, and not just Ahsoka training her, but Ahsoka's there as the trainer, like helping her with the Force, but Hu Yang as well with the fighting. The whole 9 yards. It's awesome.
Yeah, a total.
That's 5 out of 5. That opening, they should have opened the show with that.
I know that's part of the reason I'm like, that's where they left off Rebels with them going together on the ship. I'm like, just pick it up at this episode
Yep.
when they're on the ship, going to
Absolutely.
the destination, they're training. And that would be a huge reveal in a lot of ways. You'd be like, what? But how much more
What?
satisfying is it going to be when Sabine, because we all know it's coming.
Yeah.
Sabine is going to use the Force at some point. It's going to be a
At
critical
some point.
moment, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe she won't, but I feel like she's going to tap into it and it's going to be an epic moment. And it's
Right.
going to be well deserved because we've taken the time to work up to it. We've trained to get here, not just immediately good at it and can do it.
Right.
I really like it. It's almost like an underdog story in
Mm-hmm.
some ways at this point. So
What if Brimu said, what if like something bad happens to her, like sort of like Kanan, where she needs to pull from the Force to compensate?
yeah, she could be blinded like
do
Kanan.
that.
That'd be crazy.
Maybe that's why she's training that way. Maybe she just gets stabbed. Maybe,
there?
maybe she
right.
just gets stabbed and like that makes her not strong anymore.
She's like, oh my.
Wait
other
a
kidney.
second.
Oh no, my other kidney.
They already did that.
They already
and
did
it
that.
work.
They even referenced it. In
They
this
could
one.
have
I know,
like
and I
they
was like-
could have chopped off a limb or something. We just
Yeah.
talked about this.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
No,
That would
who
have been way
knows?
cooler, by the way.
Yeah.
Chopping off a limb.
Yeah, definitely.
She's
We
been
didn't-
halved.
Yeah, she gets cut in half. Oh,
Oh,
my God.
no.
Legs aren't attached anymore.
Oh, snap, crackle, poop.
I don't know for the purposes. I mean, she's talented though as a fighter though. I don't know. I feel like though maybe they could have like she could have been like doing the moves and be like ooh, like leaning down like ouch my side because she just
Yeah.
she's still
Right.
healing maybe.
Yeah, that would have
But
made
you know,
sense.
the-
but
Science of Bacta is it's out
Powerful.
there.
it's good, man.
Like
It's
what
good
if her and Shin fight again and Shin kicks her in the stomach right in the
Right.
exact
stuff.
spot?
I'd actually like that if she
And
utilizes
she just kicks a
that.
hole right through it.
Okay, well, maybe not that far.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. What how fully healed are you after like
Right.
2 days? I
She's
don't
like
know.
paper
Not
mache.
enough.
She's very
I
fragile.
mean, I guess with Bacta, but
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We never saw Bacta though. You know, we
She's
just
like,
saw.
it's just a flesh wound.
right. Tis but a scratch.
Name that reference. All right, yeah, no, and then I like how I still like how Hu Yang was like just brutal to her that whole time.
Yeah.
And the
You're
fight-
the worst.
But even more important, I want to jump into this too. Ahsoka, what she says when they're fighting, I felt like Ahsoka's still off to me. I don't want to
Yeah.
necessarily go into it a whole bunch right now.
I
We'll
think
go
it's
into it a little
just-
bit later. She's still just it's
Her
like
character,
just off. It's
her character
just
isn't
off.
what it should be.
And I'll go into it a little bit more in a minute. But I really appreciated the fact that in that fight, Sabine's getting upset and she goes to anger with a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then Ahsoka just takes her out, drops her. And then she says, I really like the perfect line is anger it was anger and something is quick to give you power,
Yeah.
but it makes you unbalanced.
Yeah.
That is almost a perfect line in my opinion. That perfectly encapsulates what using the dark side of the Force is like. It quickly gives you power, but it makes you unbalanced.
Yes.
Interesting.
And she said that it was very poignant, I felt like, because she's also even referencing Vader. She's referencing dark side users, and she's helping her apprentice grow and understand that it's more important to be balanced than to use the Force or use strength or anger.
I mean, she saw
It was
Ezra do
super well
that.
done.
She saw Ezra go dark a little
Yep.
bit and start becoming unbalanced and doing things, making decisions that almost killed them all. It killed the Ghost. Wait, the Phantom
Fandom.
one.
Yeah, Fandom 1.
And you know what I'm saying? So she's like,
I know
it's
what
all
you're saying. I hear you.
all too real, you know?
Yeah.
So it was a good
All
moment.
too
Good dialogue.
So yeah, are you calling out Nick, Hunter, and John Pope
What?
What?
using the dark side?
Oh, yeah. I'm
The
calling
anger.
out.
Dude, we're perfectly balanced.
We're perfectly balanced.
Allie
in the
Howard's
dark.
species didn't particularly care for the training montage, so not everybody loved it.
Some people said it was a
Um,
little slow paced again, which
Yeah.
is understandable in some ways for the
I thought
fact that
it was
episode 1 and 2. What'd you say, Matt?
Matt
So I
approved.
thought it was cool.
You thought it was cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Because
cool.
You see Ahsoka in a different way. And
Yeah.
Not like a childish kid. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we've seen her a little bit in live action, but in Clone Wars you didn't see any of that. And she's a lot more grown up now.
Right.
Yeah.
She's not a kid anymore.
Do you guys want to jump? I want to jump to the Ahsoka thing right now.
Do
Let's just
it.
jump into it. Okay, Ahsoka,
She's
slightly off.
off. Yeah.
The
Very
thing
much.
is, I watched a scene from Rebels with her where they go to the temple, the Jedi temple on Lothal. I just watched that after the episode last night, and I was like, okay, she's got the mannerisms.
Mannerisms?
What is it? I can't
Mannerisms.
say it. Mannerisms. Thank you. Mannerisms. She's got the mannerisms right, but
It's her attitude.
Yeah, it's the attitude, and also, well, it's still her voice. It's still her voice intonation is too deep.
Our voices.
Her voice intonation is too deep.
Yeah.
Her attitude comes across as catty instead of wise. She's acting like she's wise, but she's doing it in a way that feels like
It's cheap.
yeah. It feels more like I know better. I'm better than you. It feels more like I'm better
Cocky.
than you than it's or I know more than you than it is like
Wisdom.
introspective, or
Right.
whatever. So that is really what's bugging me about her.
Yeah.
Is
I
and
would-
it's getting
I
on my
would
nerves
agree.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I felt like this episode was way better, and there was lines in this that were way better, and there was lines that were terrible. Like the thing that I really didn't like was like, I don't need her to be a Jedi. I just need her to be herself.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's like,
okay,
what?
I can
What does that
understand
even
that in
mean?
some ways, but that kind of took away from what you were just trying to
need
like
to
help her to
be
become.
herself.
Be yourself. Be yourself.
It was just kind of cringe in that.
But I don't want to be
Name that
Yeah.
my
reference.
snow globe collection.
What do you guys think though about Ahsoka? I just gave a hot
Pope
take. What do
said,
you
I
guys
feel
think?
like everyone in the show is the same character. I feel like they're all really quiet and stoic. I don't ever remember
Yeah.
Ahsoka or Sabine being like that.
No.
And that's
not at
kind of
all.
how I feel like there's obviously it's not going to translate directly, but there is a lot of slow, stoic, serious, quiet, not as much expansive, like, over the top,
Everybody's all angsty.
Yeah, they're
I
just a
don't
little bit
understand
angsty.
why.
That's why Hugh Yang is a nice like reprieve from some of that because he just changes up the emotional state of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he moves things forward.
But I loved actually in this one way more. Hera. Actually, she progressed a lot for me in this one.
Oh, I was gonna say she regressed for me.
Okay, so for me, she
Really?
progressed. All right, we can get into that later.
She
But
was all
I feel like
right.
Ahsoka's kind of the same. Like I want to see. I mean, she looks cool when she's fighting and whatever, and she did a good job in that dialogue. It fit, but there was a couple of moments.
What I was gonna say about Ahsoka, I think what's coming through is more Rosario Dawson's just personality. And I don't think that's more what I meant. I don't think her personality is a right fit for Ahsoka. I think that's what I'm saying. She gets the mannerisms. I can't say that word. Mannerisms right. And she's playing stoic like she is in Rebels more so.
Yeah.
She's getting that mostly right, but just her personality is just more of a like catty, not catty. It's not that's not the right word. It's more like snips in a way, but it's more feisty. She has a feisty personality. I feel like Rosario Dawson has a little bit more of a feisty personality, and I think it's showing through in the wrong way. And that's just what I feel like is slightly off to me.
Well, Noodles said in the chat, we don't know what happened to her in the world between worlds. So
True.
maybe this is part of it, but there were sparks of her normal self. More in this episode.
She was better in this episode. I will say all that, she definitely was better in this episode. So
Yeah.
all right, we got a lot more to get into, though. Let's jump to Hera though, real fast. For me, she regressed a little bit in the fact that I feel like she didn't control her temper as much as I think Hera would have in Rebels. In Rebels, Hera really knew how to, put aside her personal feelings and everything like that to get the job done. She was more just about accomplishing the mission. That's why she was a general. I mean, she gave speeches and stuff like that really inspired people. So the way that she was a little catty again to me in this felt like a little bit of a regression. It's understandable. It's not a huge minor for me. It's just it's more of a small gripe. But that's why it felt like it kind of went backwards a little bit. And maybe they're just setting up for, again, more progression of the character and arc. What about you, Dan? I know
I disagree.
You disagree? All right, that's fine.
No, I mean, I feel like she was passionate, and the passion was able to finally come through. And the stuff that she's dealt with, I feel like we haven't even seen that. We've seen it in like a quiet, stoic way from Ahsoka and Sabine, but we saw it visibly with Hera for me. And as she was expressing to us,
It's good acting.
She's
I'm
like, "We
not
got to
saying
get
that.
this going. We need some help. We got it." And then there's Siozo or Sozio or Sozi, whatever the guy.
Oh, it's Ziono, I think.
Jono.
Yeah, he didn't want it. It's like, you're just trying to get resources and do this and that to save your friend. He's like, of course she's trying to save her friend Ezra. Everybody wants Ezra to be alive.
He was a real jerk.
But she totally called him out.
Point is, she called him out, and she knows the severity. She fought. I love when she says, "I fought against Thrawn."
Yeah.
She's like, I know how serious this. You don't, if Thrawn's return is imminent, like we got to put all of our resources now. Stop dinking around. Like You guys, we got to do this thing. I lost so many friends. She lost Kanan. She's messed up now.
Yeah.
I think that broke her. She's a mom
That's a
now
good
of
point.
like a 5-year-old or however old. That would cause her to be stressed out, maybe show her emotions a little bit more. She's like, no, I'm kidding, but it's possible.
I think that's the only argument for me in why she acted the way she did. She's more emotionally attached than ever for the fact that Kanan died by Thrawn, and also that Ezra got taken away. Because during Rebels, she had them the whole time.
Yeah.
So that helped her be strong. And I do think the argument, even against my point, is the fact that she lost and she's more emotionally attached now than she ever was. So yeah, I agree with you there. And she acted very well. She did some of the best acting in the show, honestly.
I was impressed a little bit by her acting chops
Yeah.
compared to the first episode. I was like, all right, now we're getting some acting,
Definitely.
I appreciate that. But, it's not working for everybody.
Yeah. And but then let's jump into this. What about Jason? We saw Jason.
Yeah, we
What do you
did.
guys think of that?
I did see him.
Oh, man.
Is this hair blue or green?
Green. It was a
It
very
was
dark
green.
green.
Also, that's not what he looked like in Rebels.
I
He
think
did look
it's-
different. He
He
had
did look a little different, but he's older. He's older here.
I get
Maybe
that.
you grow out of the Leku a
Yes, I
little
know.
more.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
knew that.
Yes, I knew that.
Maybe she made him look. Maybe she had plastic surgery for him,
Oh,
so he
no.
looked more human.
You have to be a human.
I think it's almost like the fact that he's more like his father when it comes to genetics. He's male, so he's probably taken more after his father. That he
Yeah.
has more
I like-
minor Twi'lek.
I think
Yeah.
they're setting him up for future. I think that's what they're trying
Yeah.
to do. Like, we want a
Yeah.
cool actor. We got Keanu Reeves coming up to play, or I don't know who.
Wow, that was a leap.
Wow.
Yeah,
The dark hair, but,
good. He could.
Bismo, by the way, said, "Can we get a
What's up, Biz?
Kanan mention, please?"
I agree with that.
I
Yeah,
mean, come
what
on, the training with not being able to see. Hera mentioning the people that she lost specifically. She could have mentioned. They mentioned Ezra. She could have mentioned Kanan. The dad of Jason. It's like, and there was like a lot of opportunities for her to, maybe we'll get a scene quietly of her in her room with Jason and like a picture of Kanan.
I think
She's talking to him about
We
her
did- we
dad,
didn't-
his dad.
Yeah, we didn't necessarily get a mention, but I think we saw it in her face and her eyes and the acting
Yeah.
whenever Jason said, "I want to be a Jedi. I want to be a Jedi too." And then the way she looks at him after that is like she's looking wistfully at like Kanan, like that. I think that really reminded her of Kanan in that situation.
Just like we got the mention of Satine.
oh right, yeah, they never mentioned.
I
yeah,
saw it in her
Satine.
eyes, but I never heard it.
Yeah, I know. They do. They definitely need to drop that.
No, but I'm just saying. I think they're like, if they throw out one more name for the new people are going to be like, who's
Yeah.
this person now?
They
Right.
might just be trying not to overload people,
Yeah.
and everybody might not know who that is at
Yeah.
this point. But what were you gonna say, fact
Well,
checker?
John Pope has a good point. I'd like to question
Pope's
Hera's
points.
Yeah, I'd like to question Hera's decision to bring her kid along on a warship and let Chopper, the war criminal, act as a
Right.
babysitter.
Oh
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
You know
how
what? Times
Mon
are
Moth-
tough.
Times are tough.
I like how they're so legendary that Mon Mothma, the Chancellor of the New Republic, knows that they're both getting into trouble.
Yep. Exactly.
Right. I did like seeing Mon Mothma. I loved
Yeah.
seeing her.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Andor.
And
I liked it.
Show.
I'm like, yes, Mon Mothma
Biz.
has been through some stuff now.
Yeah.
We know from her personal life.
Mm.
And where's our main man, the art collector?
Right.
Where's the guy
Where's the guy?
Are you
from
talking-
Andor?
Oh,
What's his
yeah,
name?
Luthen.
Where's Luthen?
Yeah, I don't know if he makes it out
Yeah.
of season 2 of
He's in
he
Andor.
rail.
sacrifices everything.
I think
except
I don't.
Chopper.
Yeah, I know. He probably
Love
does.
that monologue was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't
stuff.
swim.
Yeah, and that whole scene though between Hera and the senators, that was like a perfect situation of showing like how ignorant senators are by just jockeying for power more than understanding
Yep.
what's really going on in the real world and how much danger there is right around the corner, and
Yeah.
they just don't want to see it because they
Gosh,
don't
they're-
care about it as much. They're
They're
more
so-
about.
They're so tone deaf.
I know, isn't it? It's irritating.
talking
They did a
about,
great
like,
job showing how
Oh,
irritating
it was
they are.
just a isolated incident. The Imperials that she found.
yeah.
Because we have a bunch of Imperials around the galaxy, and they've all taken vows of blah blah blah. I'm like, slap her. Somebody slap her.
Somebody, I know you wanted to in some way.
It's bad. Yeah.
What you say,
It's-
fact checker? Do you
New
have something?
Republic sucks.
Oh yeah, I think Hannah and Olivia were saying earlier that it really shows the incompetence of the New Republic.
Yeah,
Which
definitely.
is
They're
sad.
definitely playing that up more and more. And what a hit it's going to be when Thrawn shows up and starts wrecking shop.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's going to be a real big eye opener for
And
everybody.
Mon Mothma, yeah, shouldn't she have more power to convince them?
You
I was
would
hoping
think.
that she was going to say something more.
Yeah, she seemed a little weak to me.
But
That was a
there's-
little weak, but I think the tricky thing though in this situation where
It's
they're
politics.
at is
Yep.
like she doesn't want to come across. She's playing the fine line of I don't want to be an emperor, so I have to listen to.
Well, I got
senators.
thoughts on that because I've read almost all of the second book of the Heir to the Empire.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And in that book, I noticed that Mon Mothma, their people are coming at her because they're thinking that she's trying to take all the power.
Yeah.
And so she's having to play her cards just so
Mhm.
with, of course, that's with Luke and Leia and all these people, you know, trying to play it so that she's like, make it look like she's not trying to just like all of a sudden be the next emperor. Because some people are half accusing her of that, right?
But
Yeah.
also,
So
Yeah.
it kind of gave me a little bit of a backstory. It's not like canon, but maybe that's part of the reason where she's not as OP, you know, as she should be.
Yeah. No, for sure.
but what if
Uh-oh.
she became the next emperor?
Ooh.
Plot twist.
I just want to see her shoot some lightning.
It's a Star Wars what if show.
Yeah.
That's all they need to do.
She
Grabs
she's
all
a-
the power.
She's a clone of Palpatine, but in
Right.
female
Oh
form.
no.
Oh,
not again.
man.
We're not doing that. All right. We got more to hear. Okay, so we got my mom. Senator Ziono is technically from what?
I don't know.
Oh, Ziono. But yeah, Jason, that was awesome. Man, we've covered a lot already. I got a bunch of
We're
notes.
pretty
here. I'm
much
trying to run through
done.
the
Wow.
notes.
Thanks, everybody, for sure. No.
But yeah, another big drop here later on in the episode. Actually, real quick though. Wow, what is happening? Things are going. No, I'm good. Things are going
No,
crazy.
throw it again. Throw it again.
They're throwing things around here. It's getting a little crazy in the studio. What are you doing? I guess it's food on target time. Snack time. Keeps us all going here. Oh my goodness.
It does. It
It's
helps me from
devolving.
not coughing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, but I was gonna say that they had a great line and interaction that I definitely wanted to touch upon with Ahsoka and Sabine. It was whenever she was talking, when Ahsoka was talking to Sabine about the Force, and Sabine had perfect questions. Her question was, well, because they were talking about everybody has the Force. And this is a question I was like, they're not gonna go there. And they
went
totally
there.
went there. They
ain't
were
going
like,
there.
she's like, well, if everybody has the Force, then why doesn't everybody use the
use
Force?
it?
I was like, perfect question. Yes, we've all thought that. And then Ahsoka answers it. So we actually got a question and we answered it right off the bat. It's because, talent has a factor. Some people are naturally talented in it, but it's also the fact that most people just don't develop their skills
Right.
with using the Force.
Or
being
get
attuned
trained
to
or
it.
anything.
Absolutely.
So I love that they went there. I absolutely love that. I like that she showed how to use the Force in a small way, and we got to talk about the cup. Okay, the cup.
the cup.
The cups
was
look
the
cool.
cup?
I will say the cups look cool, and the cup won this one,
Yep.
and that is going to definitely be a hilarious meme
it's gonna be
/
great.
gif /
Yeah.
short. Get ready, it's hilarious. That
Well,
one
what would the
was so
cup
funny.
say if the cup were to talk? I mean, that
Absolutely
moment.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's not going to say anything. Don't worry.
Dan, you'll
we got it
love
all
the
figured
idea.
out. It's going to be hilarious.
It's
All
funny
right.
because I told him the idea, and he's like, "Dude, I had the exact same idea."
We talked about it even last night slightly, so it's going to be perfect.
All right, I'm
Oh,
excited.
No, we watched
Yeah,
the
but
show.
we
talked about it tonight. Not important. Ah!
But Bismo did call the Force part of it.
He did, yes.
He did. He
Yeah.
called a lot of things correctly. Let's give props where props are due.
Nice.
He's got all the props. Yes, Bismo
Props to
definitely. He
you,
called that
sir.
weeks
Called
ago,
that,
man.
yeah.
He called that weeks ago. Like even before the show came out, he was saying that she was gonna have the Force.
Yeah, I think he
Definitely
said it on
called
this
that.
show. Even like when we had him on a month ago, we
Yeah, I
were
think you're
talking
right.
about it. Is Sabine? We had questions. Well, we got answers.
Yeah.
I have answers that need questioning.
Skylark said Sabine is stubborn enough that the Force will bend to her will.
Oh, like a true Sith.
Oh no!
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Did you guys like those lines? I felt like those lines were great. That's like big Star Wars stuff right there. That we haven't had answers like that in a long time since George Lucas.
Yes.
And that Dave Filoni's bold enough to go there, and George has talked about that in the past. So he's actually saying what George Lucas has said about it.
Mhm.
So did you guys like that? I know
Yeah.
I did.
I liked it, but also it's when you really think about it, it's like everybody can use the Force,
Right.
but it just depends on if you're talented or not.
Well, it depends
I
on
don't
your
know.
level. Like Anakin had super talent, so he
Seems
had
kinda-
no
Well,
limit.
And
Seems kind of hokey to me.
yeah,
Like Han Solo says, hokey religions and
yeah.
what else does he say? How does he say it?
Oh shoot.
Never
They're gonna
it
let
never beats a good blaster at
Blaster,
your
you're
Never
side.
back
Yeah.
down. Never back down.
Yeah.
Bismo said the Nick Butt classic.
But-
The Nick Black
But-
classic. Yeah.
He also said even more so how the Force works. Happy they kept consistent with what George has said since the OT, and Dave has said similar. I had full faith.
Yes. Faith
That
in
makes
Filoni.
me happiest. Yeah, more
Yeah.
than anything else. That makes me happy.
No Filoni baloney.
That was a deliverance in faith in Filoni. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah, and even how George Lucas describes the midichlorians. I know a lot of people don't like the midichlorians, but basically George describes the midichlorians as like receptors. The more receptors you have to the Force, the more powerful you are in the Force, the more you can harness it. So that's why the midichlorians made sense. Which I actually said this when we were watching the show. I was like, get her midichlorian count.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know what Sabine's midichlorian count is.
It's got to be high.
I think it's low actually because
Well,
she's not naturally talented in it.
But why would Ahsoka be training her in the Force?
Because she wants her to be herself.
Yes, I know that.
She needs an apprentice, and she's the best one. And she did use.
And she needs the
dark saber.
Force to be able to beat these baddies.
Yeah.
Because she got destroyed by Shin.
Back.
She can't beat no Shin.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, she needs all the help
You think
she
she's
can
gonna
get.
beat her with a kick to the shin?
That would be
Kick to
amazing.
the shin. I think she's gonna unbalance her. I think she's gonna
Ha!
use.
Kick her in the shin.
She's going to use that training. I mean,
Yeah.
Sabine is the boss. I mean, once she figures stuff out, like Sabine is really, really good at whatever it is. So if she masters the Force thing, any Force ability on top of mastering the lightsaber, she's going
Yeah.
to be really formidable. She's going to be like whipping Shin around,
Shin.
whipping shins, everybody's shins.
Yeah.
She's going to go after Balin. She's going to start punching Ahsoka. She's going to be like ruling the world pretty soon.
You got something, fact checker?
Well, yeah, Bismo said her midichlorian count was probably like 4,000. For reference, Anakin was 20,000.
Wow. Okay.
So
Yeah.
she's ways to
Now
go.
we're getting sweaty with it. Biz up in here getting sweaty with it.
Biz up in here.
Appreciates you.
God, you couldn't have said that weirder.
I know I said that super
I
weird. Sorry.
appreciate you.
We did
No.
have a question earlier.
Yeah,
unless-
go.
It's kind of on a different part of the show, though.
That's fine. No,
Okay.
I was gonna jump somewhere else anyway. So.
Okay, Allie Howard said, question to panel, do you think Ahsoka was using Anakin's barrel roll or just spinning the wings on the ship?
I think it was a combination of both.
Yeah. Try spinning. That's a neat trick.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah.
I feel like she's like, I feel like I've heard this somewhere before.
Right.
As she's doing it.
Is that what you would do, Matt, if you were in a ship? Would you just constantly be spinning
In every direction
in
possible.
every direction possible?
No,
You're not
probably
even flying straight?
Doesn't seem very convenient.
Well, Vades is
I don't wanna be
definitely
thrown
offended
up.
by that.
Yeah.
He's
He
very
seems-
offended you said
He's
that.
taking an offensive posture.
Try spinning. That's a neat trick. He said that.
He said that. That was him. That was him.
Sorry, Matt. Continue.
No, that's all I had
What'd
to
you say,
say.
man?
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I had to say.
Matt, Muscle Matt has turned into Flat Matt.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter said he'd be in a broke down Ford ship.
Oh, 100 days. Calling me out. What's the equivalent? No, we're not going there.
Yeah.
All right.
We could,
The
though.
muscles to push it.
He's got his muscles to push it. Yeah, for sure.
Just kidding.
That's how he got his muscles.
My muscles
to
no.
push it.
Now I'm
Car.
joining
Oh,
him.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
This is divulging.
Good.
Trucks on
Dang.
target, am I right?
Dang, son.
Oh, man.
Matt feels
Okay.
attacked.
But I forget what the question was. Did we cover it?
I think we covered it. Yeah, Allie Howard's species basically was
Yeah, talking about the rolling, the
Yeah.
flipping on
Okay.
the
We did.
ship.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for keeping me on target. I did also want to say the relationship between Ahsoka and Sabine. There was some character development there for the fact that Sabine was like, I don't need a lesson right now. And that they learned how to trust each other more. And Ahsoka just wasn't taking control of everything. I actually did. It was a little forced, but I at least liked what they were going for there, and that they trusted each other enough to be like master and apprentice.
Right, she
Kinda
was
like
letting
what
her-
Anakin and Ahsoka did.
tell her dive, go forward, turn left, that sort of thing. It was a good combo.
Left.
Yeah, I like that character development.
Yeah,
we
no,
need character
100%.
development.
It
Do
was-
not pass go. All right, we also got
very good.
another big old drop in this one.
We do?
Another reveal. It was say it, Nick. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
The Purgle, man.
Oh,
the space whales.
Spacey
First time we've
whales.
actually seen them
Those
live
things.
action.
I mean, were they live action though?
Well,
They're CGI, Dustin.
Who was the space whale wrangler for this episode? That's all I want to know.
Who gets
Who
paid the big
got 'em?
bucks?
No space
That's what I
whales
wanna
were
know.
harmed in the
who's
making.
who's the space whale shepherd?
Yeah. What's a
Flush.
What's a flock of Purgle called?
Per guy.
Per guy.
A galaxy. A galaxy of Purgle.
A galaxy.
Oh no, he's dying.
Got him.
It was
Got
good
me. you got me.
animation or CGI or all of it.
All of the above.
It-
Yes.
Yeah, it looked really
Like
It was
good.
ships
probably
and all of
actual
that.
whales.
Cinematography. That was the word.
Cinematography.
Yeah.
Cinematography was on
You got
point. And it looked solid. I liked seeing them. I liked the emotional reaction that Ahsoka and Sabine had
Yeah.
to seeing
They're
them.
like, oh,
Yeah.
the Purgle.
They didn't go over the top with it,
Yeah.
but I like the fact that they're like, I haven't seen it since Ezra, so
Ezra
it was a good
disappeared.
sign to them
Yeah.
and for all the Rebels fans out there. And even there was a moment though when Marok looked over. What was he looking over at Shin or was he looking at the Purgle? I need to know the answer to this question.
Yeah.
Purgle.
Interested in the Purgle?
What do you guys think?
Or was
Everybody
he
in the
like,
chat.
What are we doing?
I think they're messing with us. I think they're like, it's Ezra because he's like looking at the Purgle and he's like,
my space
if he's brainwashed and then all of a sudden like he's starting to come out of it, he's like,
right.
space whale.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Space whale.
We did a short on space whales during Mando.
We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I have no memory of this.
That's because you're Ezra.
Because
I am. Space whales.
Grogu, like even on our intro
Oh,
video,
yeah,
Grogu
yeah.
saw them in the hyper jump. So he was hinting at it. Filoni
Yeah.
was hinting at it all the way back then.
Yeah, he was.
Little did actually all the way back to Rebels when
He
we
was
had
making
no idea.
connections, man.
Yep.
Connections. Connecting the dots.
Oh, gracious.
There's a lot of dots to connect.
Shy Cacti jumped in. John
What's up?
Popey totally looks like
Hello.
Pat McAfee. Speaking of Matt.
No, but then Hunter said, "Don't
Thank you.
be disrespecting." Pat
Yeah,
McAfee."
Hunter.
Hannah says Merrick is not Ezra. So no, people don't want him to be Ezra.
Yeah, I don't think it is actually. at this point.
Probably
It's
not.
Star Killer.
It's Star Killer.
Galen Merrick.
It's Galen Merrick. Come on.
Rock.
Who's with us?
Sam Whitwer.
Sam
Dwayne
Whitwer.
the
I just
Rock
want to see
Johnson.
It's Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Dwayne the Maroc Johnson.
He takes off the mask
my
and then his character just explodes with
Sam.
muscle.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Kevin Hart's there somehow.
Bream, you said
Kevin
Kevin
Hart's
Hart's
his
his child.
This is Grogu. Oh my goodness.
Bree
That-
Muse said she thinks that he was just astonished at the Purgle. Ezra has seen them. He wouldn't be shocked enough to get distracted.
Yeah.
Unless he had brainwashed and he was trying to come out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like you see that kind of trope, but
He-
I don't know.
He could have been looking over at Shin. That was the other option. He might have been looking over
Yeah.
at Shin.
He was wanting to say "as you wish" again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you wish. As you wish.
He only has two
what
lines.
An interesting line that they chose that
As you
line
wish.
to be like the first that we hear of him. Was
There's
as you wish.
Exactly.
definitely going to be memes.
Oh,
made.
Yeah.
definitely. We're gonna make those
Definitely.
memes.
We
and
could. We could be
shorts.
one of the first ones.
Marriage. is What
Marriage.
brings us together
Marriage.
today. As you wish. As he's like flying to his death.
As you whip. Oh boy.
Yes.
Do you think Merrick's going to die in this season?
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
I feel like if it's
I'm
gonna happen,
nervous.
it's gonna happen in this
I'm
next.
Nick.
Because there's only
Bad jokes. I'm not a father.
nervous Nick.
Nervous Nick.
You're a nervous Nelly Nick.
I'm a nervous wreck most of the time.
Pregnant pause.
Pregnant pause.
Catchphrase. What's your catchphrase?
Oh, no.
What is it?
Back to then.
Yeah. Catchphrase on target.
Ooh.
No, but back to the. Did you have one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Back to. I love the fact that in this though. Oh wait, no, I was gonna go into Marok. Marok. All right, there's only really two ways, and I feel like in the next episode that this can go. Okay.
He's
Okay.
gonna die.
They're gonna either he's
he's
got to
gonna
be killed
die.
off because think about this. We've seen him fight Ahsoka. So does either she kills Balin, and we've seen her Ahsoka fight Balin. So we've seen both. So
But have we seen Balin fight Ahsoka?
yes. So who does she fight first is my question, and who does she fight last? So if she fights Marok, either it's revealed that Marok is a character that she cares enough about not to kill,
Oh yeah.
and then she goes and fights Balin, or she fights Balin and kills Balin, and then goes and fights Marok. Which way do you think it's going to play?
Do you think they're going to kill Balin?
I hope not. They better.
I
not
don't
right
think
off the
so.
bat.
You're right, because now we know that they fights both of them, or she fights both on that same planet, and this is all building.
What if she bests him and he lets her leave
Oh,
and
yeah.
she doesn't kill him off?
Yeah. What if he joins her in some ways in her fight?
Right?
What if
do that.
he gets stabbed and he just lays there?
Yeah, and he lives because nobody dies from stabs anymore.
Or she chops off a limb.
The best neutralizer, just to stab.
She chops off his head and he still lives. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. It's just an interesting point to think about though, because
Yeah,
in the trailer
I don't know how
we've
that's
seen
gonna
them.
play out. Yeah.
See, I
seen
feel
her
like
fight
he's.
both.
I feel like he's not actually Sith.
No,
I think he's got ulterior motives.
You think Merrick has
Yeah.
ulterior motives?
No, Balin.
Yeah, Balin. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I think
Because even Shin. Even she doesn't seem full dark.
yeah.
I think if Balin has ulterior motives and Filoni wants him around for a while, as sad as it would be, he's going to recast.
He's got to.
Yeah,
He's not going to change his story
Or
to.
at least they just kill him off and stick with Shin.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to change the whole story unless it's like flexible. But if he's a big character that like is going to play really heavily into this, you know.
Yeah.
But I think
Or
he was
maybe they
supposed
could
to.
do the deep fake.
They could, yeah,
stuff.
they could. That's true.
Yeah. Would you actually want that though? The Uncanny Valley again?
No, I'm just saying that's probably what they would do. You know?
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. Balin
Yeah.
turns good. Shin attacks him. Says KG
Yeah.
Oh, Shin attacks.
and Merrick.
Oh man.
So now it's Balin versus Merrick versus Sabine.
But we already got Sabine and Shin fighting again.
Yeah.
And we got
You have
Ahsoka.
no power.
Yeah, and I feel like that's going to be the moment where
Really?
she actually gets her.
I mean, we would be halfway through the season.
I feel like that's when she's going to
That's
tap
going to be
into
the
Force.
halfway mid-season
Finale.
Cut, yeah.
Next week is the mid-season finale.
And
Dave
Balin and-
does do that.
Balin and Ahsoka are going to be dueling, and they're going to be like, and Balin's going to say something, be like, "Let's get out of here," and like he's going to leave with her,
Yeah.
or they're going to maybe she's going to best him, or something's going to happen
Let's
where they
be
just leave together.
friends.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing,
Can we be friends?
I don't
we
know.
can be friends, Matt.
It's actually, Balin doesn't want to fight at all. He's actually making a nice dinner for herself.
It's like,
Please
let's
sit
talk.
down.
Yeah, he's like cooking.
He's-
Another
Pulls out her
scene.
lightsabers. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to this then.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of food on target?
Food on top.
Another scene from The Princess Bride, right, where he sits
Yeah.
down and he makes like the bet with the
Yeah,
iocane
the
powder
poison
drink.
powder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
He's
that
bluffing.
scene.
She
Have a
walks up, she
conversation.
says,
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Yes.
he's bluffing. Are you bluffing?
I don't know. Hannah does not. Hannah wants Merrick to die.
Oh,
Why?
Wow, she does not like
No,
Marok.
nope.
Hannah is taking a dislike to this show, and I'm not 100% sure. We might have to get her thoughts on that.
And she
here
said,
soon.
if Balin dies, it'll be Morgan's betrayal.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, there's
something's
definitely-
going to
that,
happen.
yeah.
Well, Shin and her definitely had some like,
Oh,
good, congratulations,
You almost
you
got
almost
him.
got. It was like
Yeah,
there's
they don't get
definitely
along very
some
well.
cattiness
Which
between
is
them.
Yeah.
good.
What is
I
it with you and cats
I
lately?
just like.
Well, and who's
No, I
paying?
really don't,
actually.
I was
It's
gonna
not
Who's
saying.
say,
actually
yeah.
paying Balin and Shin, and for how long does this thing hold up? How long until they they're done with this deal? Remember when he saved her off the ship. He's like, well, it's good money. We're getting paid good money for this. So it's like, when does that deal run out?
Yeah,
It's
right.
if it's just for money, I mean, eventually you'd be like, I don't want the money. Oh, I'm taking
I
my
want the
morals and I'm going with Ahsoka.
Yeah.
If-
Well, he does want power, though.
Yeah, he does.
Because he said
He
for,
said
for
that.
us,
Yeah.
power beyond.
But he also made the comment that, it'd be such a pity if I killed her. So
Right.
few Jedi remain.
Yeah.
yeah, so he might let her live.
You made
Yeah.
that sound sarcastic.
Everybody's hashtag saving Merrick.
Save
Save Marok.
Merrick. Why would you say that name?
Batman v Superman. Right?
Yep.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
Dude, they're supposed
I
to
know.
guess it.
I'm sorry. I ruined. Yes.
I mean,
This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis.
I'm just saying
This is what
overall
you were
in this
sick of.
episode, what
Build
an
myself up.
amazing
He's cutting me
episode.
down.
What an amazing episode. Unfortunately, we wanted a little bit of that fight. I think we wanted the fight at the end of the episode. We didn't want it to end as him landing and just kind of waiting and then go find them in the woods. We wanted the fight to start and maybe hang there or something to happen. We're like, oh, it's over? Like, that's it. There's like 10 seconds left. We're like, seriously. But it was good. I think that for me was why it was so good, because it just, the pacing just took us right to the end of the episode. I was like, oh, that's good, because it makes me want to watch the next one like right now. Yeah. Especially since we know half the scenes from the trailer.
Yep.
So now we know the trailer was up to episode 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, and beyond, at least. Well,
maybe
we haven't
depending on what happens in the episode.
Well,
do we see Thrawn? We got to see Thrawn's.
I think we're gonna. I think we might see Thrawn episode 5, beginning of episode 5, maybe end of episode 4.
I think he's gonna be at the last episode.
You think in the very last episode?
Yeah, because they're gonna
drag this on that long.
How long does it take to install the 7th? thing?
The 7th hyperdrive is being installed.
It's being installed right now.
What's going on?
Yeah, but it still takes a while. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, all of our other shows are case in point to why it would take so long.
Oh,
yeah.
If they follow that trajectory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But this is faith in Filoni. He's going to deliver. He's
That is
already
true.
delivered more than I thought he was going to in this episode alone.
Yes.
Maybe not more than I thought he would, but more than every
He
other
just
show that's
called off so much of George Lucas's stuff,
Yeah.
right?
And I
It's
think
just-
he's
it was like-
collaborating with George on
It was
this.
as close as George Lucas like telling these lines,
Dude,
like,
the
like
end
a direct
of this
quotes.
show, by the end of this show, George Lucas will be in power again.
Oh,
That would be great.
that would be such an amazing announcement. I would be so happy.
Maybe George Lucas is waiting with Thrawn in the other galaxy.
Right? It's actually not. It's actually not Thrawn. It's just George Lucas.
That's the first person we see when they get to the new galaxy. That's who's training Ezra.
Oh my gosh.
He's like faster, more intense.
Right. Why did he sound like a robot?
I don't know.
Just like,
I don't do a very
faster,
good
more
George
intense.
impersonation, but it makes sense.
Yeah, episode 5 says Bismo's going to blow our brains. End of episode 4, sometime episode 5 says Thrawn, says Bismo.
Seeing Thrawn.
End
Says
of 5.
Bismo?
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't like
Yep.
Nick's take of the very end.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
But
they're going to show
He
up.
didn't like it?
He wants him to come at like
He
4 or
doesn't
5.
like you, Nick.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't like it either, but it would be something that would pull.
Yeah.
Be
could
like,
be.
oh, there he is. It's like,
The Thrawn
what took you
MacGuffin.
so long?
The Thrawn Guffin.
Thrawn, where have you been?
Yeah, speaking of getting to Thrawn, though, I like the fact that it's 7 hyperdrives that are going in that. And then at the very
7.
end of the episode, and I feel like there's more to this, and I haven't really fully developed theory on this, but there's 7 lines crossing that are coming to Peridia, the last planet, to find Thrawn. And I'm wondering if that means 7 main characters are going there, or what paths are crossing to meet at this place. It's an interesting theory I'm still developing here, but with the 7, there's 7s, a lot more 7s than I'm realizing in this show.
So
But,
Dinbo's back.
What?
Dinbo's back.
Dinbo's back, baby. They're showing up.
Dimbo confirmed.
They're in Peridia. They're like, took you guys long enough.
Yeah, right.
And there was somebody in the chat earlier that mentioned the armor. Do we know what that was about?
Yeah, Lazar. I'm not sure what
Lazar,
that was.
yeah.
So.
Huzzah,
comment
Lazar.
again, let
Laza,
us
wasn't
know.
it? Yeah, curious.
But there was some chat or talk in the chat about Mulan, which led into
Mulan?
Yeah.
well, yeah, hang in there, which led to Eddie Murphy, and then John Pope said, "By the way, bring Eddie Murphy into Star Wars," and then Hunter said he'd be a good Hondo.
Wow.
So
Wow.
full circle.
That was an amazing
That would
rabbit
be-
hole
yeah.
that the
The chat just
went in.
took
I
us
missed
through.
so much with the
Right?
chat. I love watching it back later just for the chat. You guys are on fire out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although that he would make a good Hondo, but I really want the original guy to play Hondo.
Yeah, I don't even know what the guy's
I forget his
is.
name, but he is absolutely
He's a voice
hilarious.
actor.
One Hondo.
Oh man.
But yeah, I was gonna say though, also they're building that hyperspace ring, the Eye of Sion. They're building it that large, and they even reference it in this episode. They're building that large because they're going to get Thrawn and they're going to get the Chimera. The Chimera is going to hook into that ring, and they're going to bring back the Chimera with Thrawn in that hyperspace ring because that's the only one that can travel through galaxies. So I think that is why they built it so big.
And they
so that
really
could
want Thrawn
attach
to
it.
come back to this galaxy. Is
They-
that they really do to
Right.
take back over the Empire and use the Empire for whatever it is that Thrawn needs it for, to fight off whatever other force might be in the other galaxy?
Yeah, And
Why don't they just go to the other galaxy and hang out there? That's right.
Well, I think there's going to be bigger, like worse foes
Bigger
In that galaxy.
There's always
Yeah.
a bigger fish.
Oh, so
always
this
a big-
so this
Qui-Gon
galaxy
shows up.
Yep.
this galaxy's like vacation for Thrawn. It's so easy to like just win and beat people,
Well, yeah, he's blue.
except for Ezra when he ran into.
The color blue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Bring Back Hondo is now trending, but
Bring
and
Back
Jim
Hondo.
Cummings is the voice actor.
Jim
What's
Who?
Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings, man. Yeah, he does such a
That would be
He-
so
He's
cool.
done
Hilarious.
so much voice acting.
Yeah,
it's
he has.
unreal.
I would love to
Unreal.
see Hondo. That would be
Unreal.
so good. The problem is, like, if you throw pirates in, now people are gonna be like, it could look cheesy, you know. I don't know.
Dude, if it's just Hondo,
But if it's his
I
voice-
wouldn't be upset.
I wouldn't either.
Dude,
I
Because
would
he
love to
was
see
in-
him.
He was in Rebels, just him.
I know, with Ezra.
yeah.
So they
Maybe
could do
he's
it
with
that way.
Ezra right now.
I'd be happy with that.
They need to bring in Hondo at some point. If they do not, huge missed opportunity.
Huge.
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 But yeah, again, I think fantastic episode. We didn't even touch upon the flying in space with Ahsoka. We liked it.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
We did a little
Oh,
bit. Yeah, it was a pro Anakin in some ways, but I liked it because it felt like Clone Wars Rebels. Sorry, I'm just kind of going over
Yeah.
my notes here. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up our spoiler section. Unless you guys got anything else.
Nada.
Nothing.
Solid episode.
Solid.
Ahsoka SOARS, man. That's the title of this video,
Nice.
and it is
5
true
Wookiee
in this.
cookies.
It's
5 Wookiee cookies.
close to 5 there, fact
Nick's
checker.
eye roll.
Stop talking.
Dan, mute her mic.
But,
Get
yeah,
her, Mike. Get her out of here.
it sounds
Being
like
canned.
Protect the fact
candy.
checker.
I
Yeah.
give you candy.
Thus the canning.
The
Oh,
canning.
God.
You canned the candy?
I can the canner.
Can you can candy?
Ooh.
But yeah, fantastic episode. Really
Yes.
enjoyed it. This is why we had faith in Filoni, okay? And he's delivering. For me right now, he is delivering.
Yes.
And I just feel like it's going to get better from here if he continues on this trajectory.
Yep.
I think it's just going to get better, and we might get some 5 out of 5s even from the Sith Lord Nick. I think by the end of the season we might.
Perhaps.
Yeah. But yeah, fantastic. Anyway, I think the chat really liked it. It was a good time for sure. But let us know your thoughts. Still, if you're watching this back later, give us a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments below what you guys thought. We want to hear from all of you, and we want to know what you guys thought about this episode because it's just fun speculating and talk about.
Fun speculating.
It's fun speculating.
What an episode. What a
Still.
moment.
Why haven't
What a
we gotten
moment for
any
shows.
Scottish people in Star Wars?
There's not
Lately.
very many.
Yeah.
The Scots.
Food for thought.
Food for thought. But yeah,
Looks like a lot of people are some people got to take off.
but
But
hey, no
Yeah.
worries.
thanks
Yeah,
for hanging out with us
thank
through
you
the
for hanging
spoiler
out
and
with us.
non-spoils.
Don't forget, we'll be back next week, Tuesday.
Yep.
On the
Tuesday.
pre-Ahsoka, the Ahsoka pre-show. It happens at 8 Eastern. I always have the thing.
8
Thank you.
p.m.
Vector.
Eastern
8 p.m. Eastern
on Tano Tuesday.
on Tano
Tano
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuesday.
Pre-Ahsoka. All right,
Kirsten.
join us for that. We greatly appreciate it. It's a lot of fun just to speculate. There's so many theories that drop right before, and everybody's
Right.
like the hype levels like through the roof. I think next week's going to be even bigger because this episode was so good. Like, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, we're going to
Hopefully.
jump into a new section. Not a new section. We're going to jump into another section here. It's called Talent on Target. We're gonna crank through these here because
I gotta get going.
Yeah, we got to get going. It is getting late.
It's my bedtime.
And
It's
you
getting
guys-
late.
That's my
You guys
bedtime.
have stuck
Yeah,
around
that's
with us. It's
factual.
been a lot of fun.
It has been a
Chad,
fun.
and
And
Chad, as
Kirsten
always.
said, "Where's my Scottish people at?"
Yes.
They ain't here. They in Scotland.
They're in Scotland. Now everybody do your worst Scotland impression. What, is
I
Qui-Gon?
can't.
Qui-Gon's from Scotland, isn't he?
He's Irish.
Oh, is he Irish?
He's Irish.
Look at the Irish in him.
He's got the look of the Irish.
Look
in
at the
him.
Irish. Scots.
Great Scott.
They can't take our freedom. That's what
Anyway.
Harris should yell. But yeah, we're going to jump into talent on target here. So
Yes.
if you guys have talent, don't forget to send it to us at stayontarget.contact@gmail.com, and we will showcase your talent. Also, moving forward, we are going to stick with mostly Star Wars content going forward. But yeah, we appreciate everything everybody submit tonight. So let's go through it. What is happening?
Still here.
I was like, did you just die?
I almost did.
That was good.
That does heck back there.
All right, so talent. Here we go. Let's see. I got a couple things here. We're gonna start with.
it's sweaty in this room.
It's sweaty.
It's warm in this room. That's for sure.
Matt and his muscles.
It's
So Matt's
extremely
muscles.
warm.
Yeah,
And it's not even hot outside.
It's not. It's freezing.
I can't feel my legs.
I honestly, I can't feel my right leg. I think I need to stand up.
I don't even know if I have any
Stand
legs.
on target.
Oh,
So if they have talent
Yeah.
that they want to share,
speaking to your
Yes.
mic.
if they have talent or art or anything, where do they send it to, Dustin?
Stay on target.
An email address.
.contact@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Which I just, yeah.
Well, I'm just asking.
You're
Is
reiterating.
that the
Thank
right
you.
one?
Yeah, it's the right
We're
one.
buying
Didn't you-
time for Dan.
Oh, thank you.
Didn't you put Didn't you put the wrong one on there one time?
I think I
And
did.
then you're like, crap. That's not the one. Don't
yeah.
do that.
I
That's not the
definitely did
one,
that.
man.
I definitely did
Crap.
that.
Crap off.
Crap off.
So, what do you want to show first here, talent people?
A talent.
I don't know. What's
I'd
on the
go-
screen right now?
I'd go to
Fact
the
checker.
far left
Okay, good idea.
Left.
in
Good idea.
blue.
We're gonna go to the far left in blue.
Why is Matt not pictured in this?
Yeah, what the heck, man? What the heck, man?
All right, here we
You
go.
can leave.
Far left in blue. We're there, right?
You have been
Yeah.
dismissed. No.
So this is
Maybe
by
zoom
Icy
in.
Stormy.
Icy Stormy,
Icy
baby. Look at this.
Stormy.
Icy Stormy's got some talent going on. A lot of talent. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some stuff here. Let's see. What is this now?
Yeah. So some big stuff that he's excited for. So this is Metallica art that he and his dad worked on together. Some canvases.
That's cool. It's like a cool logo.
Yeah, and I think album covers, stuff like that too.
Oh,
Oh,
So
very
I think
cool.
he said it's his favorite band, 72 seasons. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good drawing.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's gonna be there. He's going to the Metallica show
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So have fun.
Wow,
Yeah, have fun, man.
dude, that's awesome. So
Gonna get
cool.
more inspirations for his musics.
Do it.
Speaking of music, so it looks like he's got some. He's showcasing as well some more songs. He's dropping.
Is it chillistical?
Chillistical.
Chillistical.
Oh man,
It's
you
like
want me to
chill
play?
and
I'll start playing this
majestical.
song. Let's see if I can get this song to play, and so we can hear it too while we're looking at some of the other stuff here.
All right, yeah, sounds good, man.
Chillistical. Let's see if I can get it to play. It looks like it's playing.
Is it playing?
Good,
This
good,
is a
good.
live show.
They're listening.
Yes.
They're listening to it. We
Okay.
just can't hear it yet.
It looks like others in the chat are excited about Metallica too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm not.
That's why we didn't show your face.
I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the bands in the world, Metallica's all right.
Oh my
Oh
goodness!
no.
Don't
I
bring.
mean, you can like Metallica.
Yeah, you
that's
can-
fine. I just
It's
don't.
okay to be wrong sometimes.
There's Matt.
Just
And-
me.
Yeah.
I got
now he's
my
Muscle Matt. We gotta
Got
show
what I
Muscle
wish
Matt
for.
for the
We're
ladies.
listening to the music.
Oh, sorry.
I'm digging it.
yeah, Dustin.
It's a good beat. Good piano. Solid. Let's look at Matt.
Come on, man. Give us a dance.
Yeah, man. Give us your muscle
He's
dance.
losing.
Yes. Kind of put us to sleep.
It's not because of the music. It's because we've been sitting here for a while.
All of the above, you know?
We all get up super early.
Yeah, we do.
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
recommend go over to his channel,
Yeah.
check out his songs, playlists. It's
We're gonna let
fun.
that roll while we're walking through here because he's got some legit. Look at these cars he did right here.
Yeah.
Nice.
So good.
I think there's even a backstory to this fact checker, right?
Yes. So
Yes.
these obviously are inspired by Metallica,
Wouldn't have
but
guessed.
they're
What?
Good one, Matt.
but they're also the Gran Turismo cars.
Yeah.
so good.
Style of it and all of that. There was more, but sorry, I had to pick just a few.
Look at that.
But he does great car designs as well.
Yeah, he
so
did the-
very talented.
Yeah.
And I know the movie's out, and I've heard good things.
I've heard good things
Icy
about the
said
movie.
some good things
Yeah,
about it too.
I want to watch that movie for
Yeah.
sure. I've been kind of into cars lately in some ways.
All right.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you? Yes.
What kind of cars?
Really,
I don't know.
Dustin?
Like Teslas?
No. I've
Like-
like
Cool
Gross.
cars?
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Teslas
watched.
don't
You guys know the
Cardboard
YouTube
cars.
channel Donut Media.
No.
They are all about cars, and their name is Donut, which is just, I found it just because Donut's hilarious. But they were talking about cars, and I've been really enjoying watching that channel.
They
There's a
don't
lot of
have
good
any
stuff.
donuts in their videos.
I don't know if they do. I don't think they do.
I would
actually.
unsubscribe just for that fact.
Wow. No, dude, if you watch one of those like up to speed,
Say
you
car
would die
donuts.
laughing.
Don't just say donut.
Hey, I'm all for
I'm
it.
thinking of a donut.
Here's the other song by Icy as I'm starting to play it here.
Ooh.
See if I can get it to
It's called
Whistle and
monitor.
Diesel.
Creepy Chillistical.
Creepy Chillistical.
Yeah, I've seen that a little bit,
A what?
Whistle and Diesel.
Say that one more
It's a
time in
nice
English.
vibe.
Whistle
Yeah,
and
I love it.
Whistle?
Matt. Whistle and Diesel. It's
Oh, and is this another one? Oops, by
Okay,
Kirsten.
that's
Oh.
Kirsten, yeah.
Well, let's just let the music play in the background, and we will
Yeah, it'll fit with the next talent.
next talent. I love it.
Next
So we got the
talent.
music vibing here.
Yeah.
Hope you guys can hear it okay. And then we got right over here, Kirsten Allen, the drawing of. Okay, so this is part 2, right? I mean, we had one last week.
Continuation of her
The
story.
Continuation
Yep,
of the
Sith duo.
story.
The Sith
The
duo.
Sith duo, you are under my care, my protection. You'll get your chance at revenge. I promise you. They will know pain. Whoa.
Whoa.
Pain they would have never imagined. Your wrath will be all they remember. My bundle of wrath. My ira. Wow.
There's Darth, Ira,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
There's some emotion wrapped up.
Oh
in this.
yeah.
yeah, it's heavy stuff. So and you can sense it in the.
Good job.
I feel nothing like a true Sith.
Well drawn,
No, that is- yeah.
Kirsten.
I'm just kidding.
And
Emotional
Feel
weight
passion.
and
Darth
even
Stormius and Darth Ira.
Darth Stormius and Darth Ira. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see the revenge of Darth Ira.
Yeah.
I like how we got a story unfolding here.
It
even
really
in the
did,
talent on
it
target
really
segment. That's fun.
They've been through some stuff too. Darth Ira and Darth
Keeps us
Stormius.
wanting more. And,
It does.
Yeah,
Right?
Gonna develop because they're very talented.
Definitely.
Very, very
I
good.
like the scar look on the helmet too that matches. That's a cool. That's cool.
You guys digging this tune? I'm digging the tune.
Yeah.
Solid.
I feel like
Thanks.
we're about
It's
to
all good.
solve a mystery.
Right?
I think we are.
Could be.
There is a
What's the
mystery
mystery?
coming up as we
galactic
finish off this
Yeah.
final talent on target.
Uno mas.
Uno
And,
mas, nice.
As the music fades out
been
here,
great so far.
there's been some talent that was hinted at recently, and poor Nick, he's been under the weather a little bit lately, and maybe
I have.
maybe one of his friends or something, I guess,
You
created
didn't even know about
something,
this.
and we have to see
Oh,
this
Man, it's great. It's so great.
by Nick's friends.
I didn't even get the name.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
Because he was out for a while.
Oh my gosh.
He was out for a while, and
That
now
is-
here he
that's
is.
funny.
That's how we felt.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go.
I see his face. I just love, yeah. Yeah, one of my friends made that and just dropped it into the chat, and I was like, that's beautiful.
Dude, it is absolutely hilarious.
Oh, my
man.
gosh.
And Hunter says, "I missed my Sith master."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Every single shot, right?
Every single shot.
And that's if you don't know,
holy
I
crap.
really feel like I shouldn't, explain the meme.
What?
Which is terrible. But do they know what the meme is referencing though? If you've seen Marvel, you know what it is.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure
I
all
think
know
they,
what it is.
I
I
don't
think
wanna
they know
spoil
what it is.
anything.
And that's
But
perfect. Yeah.
that's perfect.
it's
Yeah.
perfect.
Amazing meme. Yep. So good job.
Way to go, Nick's friends.
Right?
Way to go, Nick's friends. Hopefully they're watching.
Hopefully they're
Oh my
watching.
gosh.
That concludes this
Yeah,
episode of
that's
Town on Target, this version, and what a way to do it. So,
Oh yeah.
thank you guys, Icy and Darth Ira and Stormius, for sending in your talent. Nick's friends,
Yeah.
and hope Stormy, you have an amazing time at
Yeah,
the
have
Metallica
fun.
show. It's going to be an epic time. Thanks for sending the music. Keep making those tunes. We love making music here, and we got music to show you guys soon. We actually have some talents that maybe we'll show eventually, but
Yeah.
we're working on them with some other talented humans. So thanks for keeping us in the talent train here.
The talent train, talent
The
on
talent
target,
train.
baby. What a great outro that was.
That
Right.
was. We should record
Yeah,
that.
that was
and play
really
that every
good.
time.
Do it again.
I don't even know what I said, but
Yeah.
just the words
Say
that
it
just
all
coming
again.
out.
It just writes itself.
It does.
There you go.
Yeah, no, to reiterate, thank
like
you guys
poetry.
for submitting.
It
We really
rhymes.
appreciate it. And you guys are so talented, and we love showcasing it here on Stay on Target, because we know together, with all of us together, we can make Star Wars better. That's my tagline. But you guys are so talented, and we love to see it. So keep them coming, and we'll continue showcasing them every week as much as we can.
And I want to see those memes, Dustin and Nick.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Or
yeah.
short.
Yeah.
Or short.
There's a short.
It's a short
and meme.
coming.
It's a short meme.
Yes.
Short meme.
All right. Wow, Matt.
Matt's
So
going
good.
crazy.
Caught me monologuing. All right.
All right, let's get out of here.
Hunter.
It's sweaty.
Oh, you got it, Hunter.
What
You
Hunter
got
say?
it. He said deadlines on target.
Deadlines on
target.
Oh yeah. We do
Oh,
definitely
man.
have some deadlines we got to meet here. It's been crazy.
Onward and upward with Ahsoka. Onward and upward. It's going to be a good place next week. We're excited.
I did
For
also last thing here. I did want to say definitely check out Bismo's channel tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
He's got a show dropping tomorrow, and I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it. So
Why, Dustin? Why are they going to enjoy it?
Because
Because it's Bismo.
it's Bismo.
It's
That's why
biz money.
Yep. He didn't get to do his live watch along last night.
he's in the process. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for him. But
Right.
Yeah, but Bismo, we missed it. We missed not seeing. I liked watching the watch along after last week, and he dropped a good review, a good video of it last night. Breakdown. I really enjoyed his
Definitely.
breakdown. His breakdowns are solid. They just
Solid.
take it right through.
Way faster than
Succinct.
ours.
Yeah, like 5 minutes, 8 minutes. He just breaks it down. It's solid. So looking forward to that show tomorrow. So you guys should check that out. And we'll be posting a bunch of other random shorts. If you enjoyed any of the shorts you got this week, you ain't seen nothing yet
You
from
ain't
Stay
seen
on
nothing
Target.
yet.
We're just warming up
We're just warming up.
whatever it is that we warm up. We're gonna cook some more
Revving the
loaf
engines.
cats. No, we're gonna cook some more something.
Yeah.
You eat loaf cats?
No, I cook them. I just cook them. It doesn't mean I eat them.
That's horrifying.
Next.
I don't eat them.
Next short is gonna be Matt cooking a dead loaf cat on the grill.
I'm just.
Don't judge me.
Oh my
We gotta
God.
film that now. That's
Do
gonna be
you
awesome.
have to cook? Eat. I'm sorry. Do you have to eat everything you cook?
Yes.
Yeah. Why are you cooking it otherwise?
I mean, let's
You eat everything you kill.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
right?
That's
got
it.
dark.
That's it, Matt. That's the trooper way.
That's the trooper way.
the trooper way.
That is the
You know, like a
sick way.
scout trooper or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why is he
Yeah.
a scout trooper?
Boy Scout trooper.
Boy Scout trooper?
Matt, were you in the Boy Scouts?
Were you in the Boy Eagle
I
Scout?
wasn't.
He wasn't. Shoot! You stole my
wasn't.
thunder, man.
But they
no.
don't know that.
Yes,
Yes,
they
I know
do.
that.
I know that. I know that.
Rest in
comes through.
peace. 10 p.m. It's
Oh yeah.
the 10 p.m. buffer.
The deadline's on target.
Deadline's on target.
Yeah, we need to
They
get
always
outta here.
catch up with us.
Yeah,
but
they do.
And now for the world's smallest elephant.
someone
That-
didn't like the Loth Cat joke.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Hunter, why do I pay all this cash for Crash?
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying to my internet provider.
Well, it's like 2 hours and that's it.
It's weird.
It's really odd.
I don't understand why they
You
do
need
that.
to up that threshold, Dan.
I understand why-
I paid as much money as I could throw at them, and they still don't know what the
I
heck
don't
they're
understand
doing.
why it
I
didn't
think it's
happen in Studio
I think
B.
it's YouTube
Yeah,
though.
Studio B. And
I don't think
Studio
it's I don't think it's YouTube because it didn't happen at Studio B,
A. Yeah.
and it didn't happen on my machine at Studio B, so it's not my machine. Because I took my
What is
machine and
it
all that
then,
over
Dan? Tell us.
Figure things out on target.
there. No, it's the network people. They just
the show
they don't
under 2
like us.
hours on
I'm
target.
sucking down all the bandwidth over here, and
I
they don't.
second that.
No, it's fun. It's so fun being here.
Is
with,
it though?
with you guys?
I'm missing-
I have fun.
It's
I'm
hard to
missing my
chat.
sleep.
I
It's
mean, you
hard to
need your
leave.
sleep, Nick. We don't want you to get sick. We want you to be healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do need to.
So we do want everybody to get your sleep out there. It's
Take a
valuable.
sleep.
I mean, you-
Yes, take a sleep.
I mean, you waste half your life sleeping and sitting on the toilet, but
Yep.
you need
do.
both of those things to
I
happen.
think that is accurate.
That
It
is
is accurate.
very accurate, but I was not expecting you to.
I'm
go
just
there.
What
saying,
is it,
like-
a tenth
I-
of our life.
it's a lot.
You spend so much of your time like
Yeah.
taking care of your pet, sleeping, eating
Eating
and
the pet.
going and taking care of the things that you ate in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And now like you got like 5 minutes left to like do a Stay on Target show.
Except we
I mean-
went 5 minutes. The 5 minutes turned into 2 hours.
That's right.
How does this always happen?
Oh, I don't know. But
Speaking of
it's-
ending the show,
Can we get to
we
the
should
end?
probably get out of here.
I'm trying to run people off, but they're just hanging out.
Dan's like, we're gonna keep talking
More
until
people
all of
are
you
coming.
leave. Watch when we just get an influx.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're
Hey,
still going. man.
Sorry, I'm late, guys. I just showed up.
We're actually
What did
going
you
to
talk
keep
about?
streaming live until the next episode of Matt's like, I'm out.
We're done.
We are done. Stick a fork in us. We're done.
Done. Deado.
All
deadified.
What a
right.
good show. Thanks you guys
From
for
neck up,
coming
down
on
from
live
neck
with
down.
us and chatting. And good job, Dustin. Good job, Nick. Good job, Matt. Good job, Dustin.
Appreciate
Good job,
it.
Nick.
Thanks,
good job,
That's
man.
the first good job
Good
I've
job,
heard
fact checker.
Aw,
Good job, chat.
Good job, Chad.
from Dan.
From Dan.
aw,
Somebody
good job.
needed to hear
Matt,
that
you
tonight.
did adequate work.
Somebody needed to
I'm
hear
just-
I
that.
did mediocre.
There's more surprises coming. I'm telling you. Me and Matt were building something.
Oh,
We're
yeah. I am
building.
excited for that, too.
Hey,
Yeah.
Stop.
speaking of, when am I
Stuff.
going to build Legos again?
Don't worry.
Speaking
about
of
it.
building,
Nick,
that's
it's none
right.
of your business.
We're gonna
Nick.
get
Be
Steve-
quiet, Nick.
I got to give the people what they want.
With Studio L.
don't think they want
Studio L for
Studio
Lego.
L for Legos.
I'm thinking about another
in a
set for the Legos,
shed.
actually, Nick.
It's in a shed in a landfill.
That's right.
This is
where I live.
Brainstorm on target. This is whenever we figure out the next shows for you guys.
That's
Live
right.
This is-
on
okay,
air.
we need to leave. My legs are numb.
My legs
All
are
right.
numb. All right. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight, guys. We really appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies about us, tell your frenemies. And we'll be back next week, Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Same time, same place. It's going to be a blast. We can't wait for the next episode because this one was a banger and we really enjoyed it. It was awesome. So,
This one was
from
a
all of us to stay on target, you guys got anything else before we get out?
That's
No,
it.
you don't. All right. Thanks for tuning in with us and we will catch you next week. Don't forget to always stay on target.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Loosen up.
Stay on target.
They came from behind. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Takes you way back.
That's
See you later.
way back
There's that
to-
elephant again.
All right. See ya. As you wish. Have fun storming the castle. You think they'll survive? What does he say after that? I forget.
It'll take a miracle.
There we go. See you next week.